Yo, Lost and Talks podcast, episode 62. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Did you get on the weed? You smoking again?
Not smoking, but I have enough weed for the vape, you know?
Okay.
So I've been vaping. I just got a quick little 3.5 the other day. So I was just like, sick. I could use that. Held me down.
3.5 will hold me down for a bit.
Yeah.
I don't smoke a lot, so that would be like... And I think some people would be like, that's crazy. Probably like 2 weeks for me still.
That's wild.
That's wild, right?
Yeah.
I don't smoke that much. People are probably like, I smoke that.
3.5's gone in a day.
Yeah. Like,
Not
you smoke
even.
that in a day. That's like a week and a half maybe for me.
That's
you know?
jokes.
So I conserve it. Actually, I've been doing a lot of CBD, actually. Just straight CBD weed.
Oh.
I smoked that before I left here.
Oh, look at you.
So I'm just chilling.
The bone's feeling good.
Yeah, yo.
How does that feel? So, because
It's
I've never
different.
smoked CBD. I just
You're not high. You're just kind of relaxed.
Yeah.
You know, you're not. It's like a very light high, very light, but you're.
You just, I feel like you're just like.
Yeah, you're just loose.
You're like,
you know, yeah.
Yeah, I can do this. You're like.
you can feel your whole body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're
exactly.
just loose.
Yeah.
Mentally, it doesn't like fuck you up or anything. You can drive without even worrying about it.
Mm-hmm.
I was just driving with it on. It's not everyone could drive high, right? That's why.
Yeah.
But you're pretty relaxed. If you need to sleep, it's pretty nice. You'll get into a deep sleep if you're on it, for sure. So you want that nice deep sleep?
Don't touch the melatonin. Get the CBD.
CBD is better than melatonin. Oh, for sure.
Oh, shit.
Melatonin, because like I don't think you're gonna get melatonin. You get like off it. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't work eventually. You get immune to it or whatever. I don't think CBD is gonna do that to you. I think you're fine. Like you're just gonna feel the same way every time you do it. So, yeah. There's also like the hybrid ones.
Yeah.
Bit of CBD, bit of THC.
Yeah.
Those ones just knock you out. that is too much. If you get like an indica and a CBD together, I feel like you're just gonna pass out.
Yeah, that's what those are made for.
Those are for sleeping.
1,000%.
Well, this is like a nice daytime high. You're not really high. You're just more, I don't know, in tune with that. You're loosey.
Loosey, yeah.
You're like in tune with your
Loosey-goosey.
body and you're loose, and like any kind of anxiety you had is probably gonna vanish. And yeah, yours. It's almost like you don't give a fuck too when you're on it a little bit. It's not bad. Yeah.
CBD gang, let us know if you guys have any of the sponsors for the dispensaries. Let us know.
For real, yo. Like,
We're trying to get something going.
that'd be
here.
sick.
Like a CBD drink or something.
I'm sick and tired of
CBD tea.
paying for
CBD tea.
weed.
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of all that. If we can get some of the brownies here, if we can get some loud something here, sponsors, hit us up, man. I'm saying this with zero energy right now, but just hit us up. Man. We're trying to, we're trying to work, yo. We got content for you. Just let
Some
me
weed
know.
beer, yo.
Yeah.
Somebody has that, right?
Yeah,
That's a thing.
definitely.
Yeah. I don't
Weed
know how
beer.
it works, but
Weed beer. I had one of the weed, the ones that OCS sells, like the drinks. They don't taste good. It was just like basically like Perrier, but like with a hint of like weed flavor.
that
It's
doesn't
kind of
sound
gross,
good.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not,
It was kind of gross, and it didn't even get me high. Like I
Sounds
drank the
appealing.
whole thing. And they're big, like they're the size of like this, and like I wasn't even high. Like I was a little bit high. I felt like I took like one toke. So I'm like, why am I drinking this whole
it's just a
can?
waste.
It was, I don't know what the fuck that was, but
Yeah, I feel like with certain beverages, whether they are THC or CBD or whatever infused, you definitely have to do your research on them. Because I've even had teas, like weed teas and shit like that.
I want to find a really good weed tea because I feel like that's the future. Like that's where they need to get. Because I don't want to be smoking and eating all the time. You
exactly.
know? Just want to have some tea in the morning and I'm good. You know.
And I've had like one where it actually kind of got me like a little, it got me to where I thought it would get me, which is like in a nice spot. And the rest of them are just like teas.
Yeah.
It's kind of just like whatever.
Yeah.
And I've tried everything. I thought maybe, maybe like it's not necessarily supposed to get me high. So I tried some other shit. And I'm like, no, this is the same type of thing. I tried adding coconut oil to my shit to see if that'll, help infuse it a bit more and activate the THC or whatever. And nah, I wasn't doing shit. I just had fucking greasy lips. and a greasy throat. Like,
greasy.
it just wasn't a great experience. But I've had the the THC infused hot chocolate, which is pretty lit.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. I got that like early on when I first started getting back into smoking and stuff like that. From THC Delivery, shouts out them. Yeah, they had like a whole like just a fun pack. They had the hot chocolate. They had some teas as well. They had like some pops. I'm like, oh fuck, this
Pops.
is lit.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. But stopped because the hot chocolate was lit, but it wasn't. The second time I got it around, it wasn't as lit. So I was like, maybe this shit is just a hit or miss, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong though. But anyways,
I think they're just still working on it, probably.
yeah, they're still
Yeah.
definitely still working on it because I would, like you're saying, I would like it to be definitely just get to the point where I could just have a tea or a hot chocolate or just put this thing in my drink.
Yeah, like the whatever it is, you know,
like
the
a fucking
little-
Halls.
Yeah,
Like
a Halls thingy.
like a Mio, one
Yeah,
of those
exactly,
ones,
yeah.
Squirt a bit of weed in there.
Yeah. Just a quick
a
squirt.
Something
Kool-Aid,
like
you know,
that,
like
yeah,
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that. Something
That would
like
be
that.
sick.
They don't. The beverages are just not tasting that well. You know.
And even just like when they figure out how you can have like a butter or like an oil, and you can throw it in everything you're cooking, but it kicks in like as fast as you smoking a joint, and it's that intense. It's not like a 5 hour. Sometimes you want to like you get that joint high, but you're not. You don't have to smoke a joint. Like
Yeah.
once we can get that kind of control,
I've always
then
wanted
there's
to-
gonna be like a new drug. So I don't know.
Yeah, definitely.
Mushrooms.
Exactly.
Mushrooms.
Yeah,
Next.
yeah. I feel like they're gonna
Mushrooms
do a
are
lot more
next.
experimentations. With
Definitely. I
mushrooms,
think
too.
2021 is the year I'm experimenting and doing more microdosing with mushrooms.
Yeah.
eh?
For sure.
Microdosing's.
I've been doing some reading recently on the subject matter, so I'm like, okay, I'm getting more comfortable with diving into that world.
Yeah, I've seen some sites with like some, like the capsules or whatever.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
They're
yeah.
getting good reviews and stuff.
Microdosing is
yeah.
good. Microdosing is good. We've done it a couple times. I think it's good to do. I would say, try it once a week.
Yeah,
Something like
they
that,
say
you know?
max do it like 3 times a week.
Three
Yeah.
times a week. That's a
They
bit.
say max, like don't do it
Yeah,
more
yeah.
than that,
Yeah.
because at a certain point you're just wasting capsules because it's not hitting you the same
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah. Because I'm assuming you're gonna become you're gonna build a tolerance to that
Sure,
too.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
anything, right? So I feel like you should limit how many. I think a couple times a week is not bad. Like, when you do a microdose, it's like an intense high, like weed plus like extra types of feelings. I don't know how to really describe it, but it's nice and it lasts a long time too, like 6 hours. So
Yeah,
give or take, but it's like very mild,
yeah.
right? So
Definitely, I'm thinking I'm gonna lean into that world a bit more in 2021, especially just during my edits. Just see what that's like. I always got to figure out the best way for me to just edit and keep it creative.
Yeah, it's about improving your workflow, right? At all
Yeah.
times.
that's another thing about CBD that I noticed. I think my focus is better. I'm very able to lock onto one task without getting sidetracked with other things, and I get into that state of, I guess, flow that it's called. That state of flow where you're in one task and nothing breaks your
You're locked
concentration.
in,
You're
yeah.
locked in.
Yeah.
You ever get into that?
I love that.
In that mode.
You can't acknowledge it. You can't be like, yo, I'm locked. You can only do that when you're like more than halfway through. Like,
Yeah.
when you're
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
done.
yeah, yeah.
what you're
And then
doing.
you're like, fuck,
but when
I'm
you
fucking
can't
this shit
like you can't
Yeah.
when you can't do it like right from the beginning. You can't be like, oh shit, I'm about to enter the
Yeah.
I'm
You
about
ever,
to lock in.
like you guys know that feeling. You're
Yeah.
editing, you're making music or whatever, and
yeah, like 4 hours
you,
is
you
gone.
get locked in.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
like
shit.
Yeah,
Like,
all of a
time
sudden
just-
it's nighttime. You're
Yeah.
like, oh fuck.
Yeah, that's the sick. If you can get into that,
Those are some of the best moments.
If you can get
yeah.
into that moment every day, you know
Yeah.
how productive you're gonna be.
That's what I'm saying. Like
It's
I feel
crazy.
like that's what I'm chasing all the time. Just that moment where you're just locked in.
They say it only takes 20 minutes or so to get into that mode. So if you can do the task you need to do without breaking concentration for 20 minutes, you can potentially get into that state of flow, right? And then the simplest thing could fucking break your concentration. You get a text and you look at your
Yeah.
phone,
Yeah.
and you
Some
read
shit.
it. Done.
Yeah.
You have to start over.
Yeah.
20 minutes again. You have to restart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and it's so easy to break
And then it gets more
concentration.
annoying if you knew you had a good flow going and something throws you off, and then you're like, "Fuck, I'm never gonna get back there."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that gets in your head. So it's not even the thing that distracts
Yeah.
you. It's
It's
just
all
like you being
mentality,
like,
bro.
"Shit, I can't get into this." You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like, and I hate to use this as an example, but it's like sex, yo.
Yeah.
Dick goes soft in the middle of sex,
Yeah.
and you just start stressing. You're like, yo,
Yeah.
I got to get it up, but you're too stressed to even, you're thinking about getting it up too much that it's not getting up. You're just like, well, fuck.
Yeah.
I guess we end it here.
Yeah.
That's the worst feeling.
Yeah, because you're just like,
You just end with nothing.
nothing happens.
Exactly. I fucking hate that.
You're just standing, you guys are just naked, and you're just like, oh, fuck. You want to watch some TV?
Hopefully it's right before bed. So
Yeah,
you can just go to bed and
She's our cheese. She's rolling over. You're
Yeah.
like, damn, fuck. My bad, You're stressing out, but it is what it is. Once you like throw off your mind in any way, it's kind of fucked, and it just continues that way. But I really love getting locked in, and especially when like if I did get high or something like that, and then I go to edit, and you're just I'm like in the edit and I'm doing my thing, and then you start noticing, you're like, yo.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yo, fucking, I'm going hard right now.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling because you're just like, yo, this is lit. Like,
Yeah.
this is exactly what I wanted.
like you'll be like doing it, and then you'll look at the time and be like, bro, it's only been 10 minutes. I just got all that done in 10 minutes.
Something like that, or like this, like for example, if I'm editing a video, I'm like, this shit slaps. Like,
Yeah.
I'll be
Yeah.
going through it, and I'm like, yo, this shit is.
Or
kinda
you're
hard.
just doing everything right.
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing slowing you down.
Yeah, it just
You know what
feels
I mean?
good.
Yeah.
I love that feeling.
Yeah.
I've been chasing that for a while.
Yeah. It's hard to get into that state.
I feel like it's
but-
useful in everything, but we're not brought up learning it or like how to, we don't conceptualize it. It's something I think each individual we get to it ourselves where you're like, there's that there's that moment, it's not about any of these big milestones or anything. It's literally just about getting into those zones. Because any milestone you get, any accolade, any achievement or whatever, there's always that feeling where you're like sick. And then it wears off, and then you're almost like cheese because you're like, shit, I got this thing now. Like now everything else is like worse. But it's always about getting into that zone because it's like, no matter how much you improve or where you are in your skill level, it's always the same feeling, And it's like it gets even maybe more rewarding when you do get to that when you get into that zone as you are like more experienced because it's like you're always pushing yourself because you can't get into that zone doing something doing the same type of work that you did like a year ago or 2 years ago, right? It has to be like new too, like it has to be like you're breaking new ground or
That's so true. Like when something's repetitive, it's maybe not as easy. If it's something new, when you're doing it, when it's something new, it's a better feeling.
Yeah.
That's what you mean. It's a better feeling, and that is true. That is true. It's just if one could actually achieve that state of flow every time,
Be lit.
you're just lit. You know what I mean? I feel like some of the greatest, most
sounds like that's what
productive
microdosing
people
is like.
maybe if and certain drugs can help, and weed can help.
Yeah,
or
that's
the
right,
thing
yeah.
too is like I
CBD
would
can
never
help.
want to say like this drug is the reason that
Yeah.
you shouldn't get
exactly.
dependent on it.
yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no,
you
no,
can't
no.
be dependent.
You can't be dependent on something. Even though a lot of people are. But some things do help.
like even if they come out with that limitless kind of drug or whatever, like I hope that that's not the thing that like unlocks the
even
true
alcohol
potential,
helps sometimes.
Yeah, for sure.
A couple
Yeah, yeah.
of drinks will get you focused. I've written some scripts, kind of couple drinks in, and kind of they've even said like there's science behind a beer or two actually spikes your ability to focus and also your ability to kind of think and brainstorm ideas. There's been studies on a beer, like 2 beers before an exam can actually help you write better exams. Yeah, it's kind of wild. Yeah, crack a beer before your exam or something.
I usually just run into the exams with nothing.
Yeah,
I just don't study.
yeah. Some people are really good at writing tests. Some people are really good at doing tests without studying.
Yeah, I knew a couple people.
There's
like
people
that.
who are like that.
Yeah,
I
knew a few people like that, or like
It's just they were just able to absorb the information during class so well.
Yeah, they didn't
that,
really
that
have
they
to
didn't even need to
worry
really
about it.
study. Those people are crazy. Or they have like a photographic memory of some sort, and they can like look at notes and just be like, yo, all right, done.
They're good at other shit, That's
Yeah,
all. That's what it is mainly to me.
Maybe.
I was gonna say something, but I kept forgetting. I forgot like 3 fucking times that I was trying to say while you guys were talking, and now it's my turn and I can't remember it. But just going off of what Kevin said about Limitless, this just reminded me. Have you guys heard about what's popping on December 21st?
No, this Monday, no.
Black people are getting superpowers allegedly.
I seen something about
What?
that on Twitter, but I didn't look into it.
Allegedly.
What do you mean?
Allegedly, I'm getting some superpowers, so I might pull up. I might act different after Monday, just so you guys know.
It's like some like science thing.
Yeah, it's like I don't know, like
some
all the
horoscope
planets,
thing?
all the planets or something like that are gonna be aligned all at one, and it's gonna be extra beneficial for people with melanin in their skin.
Jesus.
So I might come.
What if it's some like Attack on Titan thing?
Yeah, I know. We all just
Who the
changed. Bro.
fuck? Who the fuck said that? I mean, I'm sure it could happen, but
That's science, bro, and it's the
Where'd you
science
learn
people.
this, yo,
it's
Twitter?
it's the science people and the astrologists, you know, and the girls that believe in the moon and the stars. So when they both come together, you know,
It's that meme
real.
with the
Yeah.
two,
With the heads.
some of the personality traits on horoscopes seem to be true.
They're definitely accurate,
Which is weird.
to a certain degree.
And I don't know how that happens. If it's just a big coincidence.
Like
But-
I think it has to do more with, I don't know if it's about like the month that you're born in or whatever the
Yeah.
dates are. I think it has to do more with the day.
Yeah, like Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. They're known to be more.
Are you? Oh yeah, true. Yeah,
I
you
am.
are. You're
I'm
late
just
December.
there, just there. Yeah, it's January, end of December. They're known to be not as like caring, less people person type of vibe, and I kind of am. Maybe you guys have a different opinion because you guys are my good friends, but
I could
to
see. I could
strangers,
see what that means.
it's less, more like that.
Yeah.
Colder, if you will.
I technically am too. Yeah.
Yeah, Scorpios. I don't know what they are. You're
Yeah.
Scorpio, right? I don't know what they are, but something like that.
I'm standoffish, but I'm loyal. I'm cool. I'm a great friend and all that shit. But
I can say you are for all those things.
I only give my energy to the people that like deserve it.
I see that too.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, I feel like you realize that you can be, you are
I mean,
all of those things
yeah,
at any
exactly.
time.
Yeah,
you are a
like-
dick and you are a nice person.
Yeah.
Like most of the time,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
most
yeah.
people are that.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
Like,
just
are
like
they,
how much you balance that.
are they
out,
really?
you know?
Because like, are
yeah.
horoscopes real? Like maybe, but like when you think,
think
of
to a
the
certain
character
degree.
traits of each one, they're kind of general. And
'Cause
when you connect it to someone else, you're like, yeah, you could be that. But it's
Yeah.
like, are you?
Because there's like there's certain things where like for a fact I know that
yeah.
like Leos, for example, I have a bunch of Leos in my family, and they're all the same type of person, just living different lives. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Yeah.
And like, there's a bunch of Scorpios in my family, and I could see it. Like, we're all Scorpios, but we're just living different lives. So we have the same traits, but we might go about things a little bit differently because of what we kind of do. You know?
Yeah, it's almost like a nature and nurture thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like you might have been the twin talk we had. You know, you might have this kind of genetic predisposition, but then it's the experiences also shape who you are.
And
the
if you're a
specific
boy or a
things.
girl,
Yeah.
and all because like from what I've seen, my relationship with Capricorn females is better than it is with males.
Okay.
And my girlfriend is a Capricorn,
Okay.
so I'm just like, okay,
She's January though.
Yeah, she's January.
Same thing. But
So it's
yeah.
just like, and when I read shit about Capricorn females, it makes more sense than just general stuff about Capricorns. You know what I mean? Because then it's like, okay, now you're adding in stuff about males and females in this position. So I don't know. I feel like it has to do more with the actual like day you're born. I could see that making a lot more sense.
I see that.
And it's also, yeah, like there's different types of there's different layers and levels and shit too, and experience with this. Like, you know, there's those daily news horoscopes, and then there's like those charts, which are
The daily ones are
specific
kind of
to-
like, there's no way those are accurate.
Yeah.
Come on.
Those ones all feel the same.
The daily ones are the ones that are really general.
I'll go ahead and I'll read like a Taurus one, and I'll be like,
I'm like, didn't you give
Didn't
Taurus
you
this
just-
last week? Right.
Yeah.
Like, it's just some weird rotation of like
Yeah.
the same type of shit
Yeah.
for every different person of the month.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know all that deep, fucking moon and
Yeah.
tide and water sign shit.
Yeah, I don't know that shit.
I don't know all that shit. But
I know the Myers-Briggs one. That shit's pretty accurate too.
Yeah.
And there's a bit of, I guess they've broken down the general personality traits of different people based on introversion and extrovert.
yeah.
And then like different ways of thinking. So like intuitive thinking, or people who think on emotion, people who think on logic, right? So there are those differences in characteristics and personality traits. So they've kind of categorized them, and then
they ask the
mix
right
and match
questions.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. So there's truth to those ones. Those ones are pretty accurate.
I don't know.
There ultimately there's only so many base characteristic
exactly,
trait, personality
yeah,
traits for
exactly,
sure.
Exactly.
And then it trickles down to
That's why I like
specific.
I fuck with the
personalities,
astrology
but-
stuff. I fuck with it to a certain extent. Like
Yeah.
I'd rather this is crazy. I'd rather take astrology advice from a girl on Twitter than the newspaper. You know what I mean? Like
Fair enough.
I prefer because those girls are they're actually reading some shit.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
They have scriptures and
the Mercury
fucking
retrograde. Yeah.
witch stuff.
See, that's the thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a whole base of knowledge.
Yeah.
And then I remember like when I was younger, I used to be like, yo, why do people follow this shit so like
Yeah.
they die for it?
Some people
you know,
are
like they ride
obsessed.
by it. And then
Yeah.
I'm like, when I grew up, I'm like, you know what? Like there's like a large history and context of this stuff.
Yeah.
And like there's courses and shit on it. And
This shit
like,
might be more accurate like the Bible.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, because
You
I mean,
know?
at the end of the day, the Bible's a
Potentially.
book too, right?
Yeah.
So it's like if everything that we're going off of is just like history and materials and stuff,
Yeah.
there's a field of this. So yeah,
Yeah, like I fuck with the astrology stuff because at the same time I feel like if I don't at least kind of believe kind of in the stars and the moons and stuff, it doesn't make sense because I definitely believe in like energies and like you kind of attract or you kind of bring in the things that you want or don't want.
The core of what they believe in is what you want to believe in,
Exactly,
and that there's
yeah.
like some kind of order to the universe,
Yeah.
and some reason for the way that things are the way they are and things, right? So
Yeah, I just feel like I wouldn't be right if I said I would definitely believe in positivity, negativity, and bring speaking things into existence, but I can't say the fucking I'm a Scorpio and this is why this is that.
Yeah.
To a certain extent.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put stuff on the Scorpio gang.
yeah.
My behaviors or anything like
Facts.
that.
Yeah,
but-
people when they do that was like, oh shit, it's retrograde today. I'm gonna be a piece of shit
Yeah.
today. No, like
No.
Yeah. No.
yeah, calm the fuck down.
Just do
Calm
what,
down,
do what you
Lizzie.
like
normally
if
do.
if shit does happen and it is that whatever
Yeah,
day
yeah,
or whatever,
yeah.
okay, cool. But like that doesn't give you an excuse to be
An
whatever.
asshole.
Yeah.
I feel like the Mercury retrograde thing, and maybe I'm gonna say it's bullshit, and this is my reasoning why. Because I feel like when someone who understands that is coincidentally gonna have a bad day on the day
They're bringing that
those
energy.
days happen.
Yeah.
And then they're just gonna blame it on that. And there's definitely of all humans, there's a large percentage of people who have a bad day every once in a while.
Yeah.
And like shit just doesn't go right. And
There's
then
some kind of cycle or philosophical or psychological thing about that where it's like I get like attraction to. It's like
Yeah.
if you believe that something bad is gonna
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. It's really
there's a term for it. I forgot.
Yeah.
But basically, if you, I guess, what's the word everyone uses these days when they, whatever,
When
manifest.
when
They
they fuck?
manifest this energy.
Oh, okay.
Where it's negative energy or things are not gonna go right. Then things might not go right that day. And there are those days where just nothing goes right, and then
just
if
go.
it happens to be one of those Mercury retrograde days, and you're gonna be like, well, fuck, I guess it was that.
Yeah.
And then that's when you start believing in it.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I've been seeing a lot of 444s.
444s, yeah.
And I'm like, sick. I don't know what that means, but
I
sick.
don't know what that means either.
I feel like it means like somebody's watching me or some
444.
shit. I got a guardian angel just
777. What's
blessing
that? Is that
me or
another
some
one?
shit like like all the numbers repeating is some shit.
666. We know what that means.
Whoa. I got that one the
Whoa.
other day. I can't remember what it was for. It was significant. I can't remember. Fuck. But whatever.
I got 222 on my phone number. What does that mean?
Shit.
I gave my number away.
Shit.
My number's on my Instagram, I swear. I'm on the website. You can look at it.
Yeah, on our website, Ian's number's there, my number's there, which it shouldn't be anymore. But it is.
You can
whatever.
call us.
You can call us if you need to.
It's funny how that feels like you need to protect your phone number, but you want to throw your email out everywhere. But isn't it
Yeah.
almost the same? I guess
It's the same shit, but I
it's
feel
just
like your
phone is
email-
obviously more annoying.
The second people start calling me randomly is the second I will remove it. But
Yeah.
Once I get my phone ringing off randomly,
Yeah.
yeah.
in the day and the night.
Yeah.
I guess it's just
But
that.
it hasn't happened yet, so I'm okay.
Yeah, it's just that it's just you assume that it's somebody creepier who's doing that, and it's
Yeah.
like more annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But like, really, phone calls hold no power in our lives anymore, especially if our phones are silent, right?
Ultimately, yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
You know what? It pisses me off. It's been happening to me so much recently. Is when you're just trying to sleep, and you have to have your phone on ring so that you could hear your fucking alarm that you set go off. But
Yeah.
people keep texting you and calling you, and you're getting notifications. That is just the
With
worst.
the sound or with the vibration?
I mean, with the sound.
Oh yeah. Oh, is that how alarm works?
Most of the time.
I use a
so
different
don't know.
alarm app
Oh,
where
you do?
where you can be on silent and it'll make the sound.
I'm just gonna start
So-
putting my phone on do not disturb when I go for naps.
Yeah.
Because I've been dying recently. People keep fucking calling me and texting me in the middle of my nap. As you start falling asleep,
Yeah.
ding.
No, I
I get
couldn't.
the hey, listen. That's my fucking. My
Yeah, I
text
can't. I
that-
can't. I would wake up because I get all these notifications from Instagram and all this
Yeah, I
shit.
can't do that shit.
No. I have
fucking
it on
annoying.
silent. I just have an app that plays it even when it's on silent. So that's what I do. Otherwise, yeah, I would be woken up all the time, and I have that random person spamming you in the morning, and your fucking phone's vibrating off the fucking table. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
like who the hell is this,
and
yo?
it's your girl.
And it's my girl or some man sending me their fucking song for the playlist.
True. Facts. I had to put a man on. I had to restrict a man's account the other day because he just kept sending us stuff that wasn't
Yeah.
music related.
Really,
Just sending us stories, like his story. And I watched it once, and it's just him like,
bro, you can't
hanging
be
out.
doing that, man. You can't be that thirsty for attention.
I'm like, this is crazy.
Okay, like sending us your music video is one thing, but sending us your stories,
Yeah, it's just
that's
fucking
crazy.
weird.
Okay, the music videos are already too much. You know what I mean? If we
Yeah.
follow you already, we're probably post on your story. We're probably gonna see it.
One of the
if you want to.
I when you said
Yeah.
let me get this straight. I understand the mark like the sending it out to have people view it. Most of it is deemed spam, and also most of the time when I get a DM for a fucking music video, I rarely click the actual link and watch it. Almost never,
Yeah.
unless I know who you are.
Yeah, rarely.
You know what I mean? If I know who you are and I have listened to you, maybe if you're on the playlist, potentially I might.
Yeah.
But if you haven't been on the playlist, I'm probably not gonna watch it. Realistically, sorry.
Exactly.
That's just sorry.
Did mans know you can? I've known this for a little bit, and I meant to bring this on the podcast maybe like 3 or 4 weeks ago. But did you guys notice that Instagram now has vanish mode in your DMs?
Yeah, I don't understand. So what does it do? I'm trying to figure out what the fuck.
It's for the cheaters.
So it just so it deletes.
It hides your whole conversation.
Can
that
you
you've had with
unvanish
somebody.
it?
Yeah, you can unvanish it, but you need to know the shortcut for it.
So there's like a passcode for it.
There's a gesture. I'm not gonna say it just in case, I don't want to be exposing shit for the
Okay.
them and the ladies out there that are cheating.
So that's what the vanish mode
But
is.
just look into vanish mode.
No, I've seen
Or the
vanish
people that are
mode.
being cheated on, look into
I
vanish
saw
mode.
vanish mode and I didn't really understand why I'd need this.
Yeah,
And
I
was
tried,
like, oh.
because I didn't understand it either. So I just tried it on a random DM that I got, and I was like, oh fuck, like
Yo, Apple, you should get vanish mode for iMessage.
definitely,
What are you doing, Apple?
that'd be sick.
That'd be crazy.
Because I mean, you can already delete messages in your DMs.
Instagram?
right? And it deletes for both.
Yeah, you can
People.
unsend it.
Yeah,
but
so-
it what it does is it
Right,
tells that
unsend,
person,
yeah,
so that
yeah.
person knows somebody. It doesn't tell you who.
Yeah.
But it tells you that somebody has unsent their messages to you, and then girls will just expose you and be like,
I thought like if you sent somebody a DM and you said unsend, then it won't show the notification or whatever.
It depends how long ago.
Right,
though.
yeah,
If
yeah.
you've already sent it, they've already read it.
Yeah,
You can still unsend that
Yeah.
message, and it'll let them know that it's unsent, but it doesn't tell them who it's from. But yeah, you can totally send a message and unsend it immediately.
Yeah, yeah.
As long as they haven't seen the notification, then you're cool.
But they won't know what you sent.
Yeah, they just won't know and who it was.
But they can definitely have an idea of who it was.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily though. It could have been. Yeah, that's true. They
Not
can't
necessarily,
100%
yeah.
say because
Yeah,
it
'cause
could
you
have been
don't-
someone random new.
It could have been somebody random. It could have been somebody you
True.
know, but since you've never seen the message, you don't know, and it doesn't tell you who it was. Then
Yeah.
it's fine.
Instagram has been doing those like weird things that people that are benefiting cheaters.
Yeah.
Remember they took away how you can't see a while ago. They took away how you can't see who's liked what.
Yeah,
That was the first move.
Yeah, they're trying to help out everybody.
And now they got the vanish mode.
That's like
That's crazy.
I see that shit, and I'm like,
Pretty soon they're just gonna remove who's following. You can't see who's following anybody.
Like that for the people that are cheating out there, and we're just twisting it. We're creating the narrative for the cheaters, but
Obviously.
maybe there is some other use of this. But that's the only way I really
I
see
can't
it.
imagine why else.
I don't know
Yeah.
why.
Well, that's why I was looking at it. I'm like, what, this feature's kind of weird.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that.
but it's cool to see that they're trying to
But-
keep it diverse. trying to make a platform for everybody, you know.
Yeah, but
maybe it's just like there are people. I mean, like there are people who don't like their messages being saved and stuff like that. You know.
Maybe yeah.
I don't know, but.
Maybe.
If you're using
Snapchat.
if you're using a phone, every
you're
app
done.
that you're using,
You've been compromised.
Yeah,
a long time ago.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, vanish mode is a thing now. So I thought that was kind of just cool. I'm like, okay, that's cool to just know exists, vanish mode.
Yeah.
Also, we were talking about it earlier. Pornhub, they finally did they made the move.
Mm.
They deleted it all, guys.
They really did. He told me like just before this, and I haven't been on in a while, so
Look at this guy. Hasn't been on in a while.
I go on other websites. That's a lot of data deleted.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's however long. Like we're talking, how long has Pornhub been on the internet?
20
years.
Time.
They deleted like 20 years of videos.
Yeah.
That's insane. They must have been doing that for a while. Like
Deleting stuff?
planning for it.
I don't know.
They literally like Thanos.
Yeah.
They fucking Thanos Pornhub, bro.
Well, but this is the thing. So
They snapped their finger. Half the videos.
we can give the quick props to Pornhub for doing it, but we can't give them the full props because people suspect it's because of other reasons. Because recently, I believe it was Visa and MasterCard pulled the use of their cards from Pornhub.
What? So
Yes.
what does that mean?
You can't sign up for a subscription on Pornhub using your credit card. Basically, you would have to use PayPal.
Is this like the credit card companies being like, we don't fuck with your platform? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, because they were getting a bad rap for the type of shit that was going on. The child pornography, people being up on that site that weren't supposed to be
That's insane
up on that
because
site.
I would never think that would happen because like they just supply credit card companies are just universal. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I never would have thought they would care. I never really thought people would give them shit for it though.
Yeah.
Like, you're really gonna bitch at Visa? Visa supports every
But you know how people get.
single business
They're
ever.
they're trying to cancel
No matter how
anything and
sketchy
everybody
it
that's
is,
connected
like-
to somebody.
But you know, like the thing with PayPal is it's like a middleman. It's just
You know what I mean?
You create a PayPal account and then you
Yeah.
add your credit
They have
card
nothing to
information.
do with
so
it.
it's the same thing.
Visa has nothing to do with anything.
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Because
just
they
weird.
didn't remove it after all the sex workers and everybody was like, yo, our
the
shit's
fuck?
up on your site.
You got American Express.
even-
though.
That's
Even
when you got to
after
put the
people were
pressure
like-
on them. Like when there's a lot of
Yeah.
public pressure, then you got to be like, all right, yeah, we want to.
And they think because of that whole situation, that's why the credit card companies pulled out.
I mean, I guess credit card companies aren't like they're not the first people that you think of to be
Yeah.
like
Not
yo,
at
let's
all,
boycott.
like-
but
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
I didn't even think they had anything to do with any of that. They're just, like you said, the middleman for payment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, just about every fucking type of business ever, online or not, uses those credit card companies in North America at least.
But
You know what I mean?
most of those companies, hopefully,
Yeah.
don't have a big stash of porn that isn't necessarily cleared.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
makes sense. But yeah, Pornhub did their thing, which is cool. Finally, you know, that's what we were kind of talking about before. And it's cool. Now you can go on Pornhub and kind of support the creators. Like we spoke this stuff into existence, you know, like
That's
these things
true.
happening.
It's true. We were saying how the amateur, like the pro amateur people on there are probably going to do better now because there's less other shit
Yeah.
to look at, essentially, right? So, and there's not people re-uploading that shit
Exactly.
on spam accounts.
Exactly.
And for even the big companies, whether we care or not, they're not going to have, at least on those websites, they're not going to have the re-uploads from spam accounts as well. So everybody's kind of making more money on that website now, essentially,
Yeah.
right?
So it's a good move towards a progressive future. Hopefully, you know, I'm sure they're gonna figure it out, but they just took a big hit to their whole collection of stuff. And it's funny because everybody was like making videos on YouTube. They're like, what the fuck? Like some of my favorite videos are gone.
Like once you've saved.
Yeah, like shit they saved and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious. This guy he was like typing in all this shit on like real time. He's typing it into Pornhub. He's
It's
like,
not
He's
there.
like, fuck. He's like, oh shit. What about this? He's like, no. He's like, okay, but what about my hentai?
That's fucking.
He's like, what about my anime porn? Is it at least there still? And it's all gone. I was like, yo, don't kill me, bro. But that's what it is now. But other sites still have that shit. So go to your X and XXs and
I guess well, it worked.
and your
Everything worked.
whatever else.
All the boycotts, all the backlash, it worked. I guess.
Yeah.
Pornhub was like, fuck.
Yeah, that's a big thing. So I shouldn't say it's all deleted right now, but it's all under review.
It's definitely archived. There's no
But
way they
it's,
just deleted
gone.
it forever.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah,
In
it's somewhere.
their
Definitely
cloud
somewhere.
or whatever.
Maybe they're selling it to the dark web or some shit. Like
True.
Man, like I don't know.
maybe
Hope not.
the dark web's another whole different ball game.
Yeah.
So they probably are. Or even the dark web probably has. That's where they got this shit from. Like the dark web probably has like the original.
Yeah.
Well, there's everything.
Copies of these
everything that's
videos.
fucked up is on the dark web. So.
Yeah, I feel like if you know like 10% of the shit that goes on the dark web, if you know 10% of the shit that goes on the internet, you're fucked up.
Yeah.
But if you know 10% of the shit that goes on the dark web,
You're in a different world.
yeah,
bro.
you're
Like,
just
I don't even
you're not
know
living on this. Yeah,
You must be an
planet.
assassin.
Yeah.
or
Bro,
something.
I've been meaning to go on it. Like I want to go on it.
Nah, I'm not
Yeah,
trying to
yo,
touch
we
that
should.
shit.
We should. That'd be
We?
sick.
I
Yeah,
see-
yo.
You hear that shit, people? Remember what the color of his skin, eh?
Yo. No, so here's what you do. You can't do it on your personal computer. You got to get a burner computer.
Okay. So I gotta get a burner computer now.
Yeah. Okay.
I gotta go get what? Duck, whatever the fuck that shit is called.
DuckDuckGo. It's not DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo is actually a very secure web browser. That's not the one you use. Use one called Tor or whatever. Onion Tor, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
And you should get a burner computer. I've watched a couple videos on this. You would get a burner computer.
I have two.
Right? Like a crappy
I haven't.
HP laptop.
Yes, because I know, and I haven't.
Crappy
I know nothing about
HP
this.
laptop, whatever. You can get a couple $200, whatever.
Yeah.
And then you get the specific browser, and and then obviously your IP.
I just wonder,
You
like,
have to
how
get
it
a
looks. Like,
VPN
is it
change.
at least aesthetically pleasing?
No, not at all. There's no search engine, right? So you need.
I just imagine it like night mode, like night mode Google.
Exactly.
You got the
Being
way
incognito all the time.
the way the dark web works is it's very primitive internet where there's no real like dedicated search engines. At least there wasn't early on. So you have to kind of just know. You just have to find
the
URLs.
address that you're going
Yeah,
to.
You need to know the
yeah.
addresses, and they're usually cryptid and like they're weird, and they're all these random numbers and letters or whatever. For the most part, at least the super illegal shit is like that. I mean, there's a bunch of joke spam shit. Most of the dark web, and I've seen a bunch of videos. There's a guy on YouTube who does like a lot of this shit. He just looks at the dark web. He has like a whole series on it. Most of it is just scams. So they're just trying to scam you for Bitcoin. And this is why you don't use your internet and you use a burner computer, because for randomly you might hit a ransomware and it locks your computer in, and then they basically say, oh, we have all your files, but your computer's gonna have no files, so it doesn't matter, right? Because if you use your personal computer, they can get a ransomware on there.
They know,
and
they
then
know
be like,
everything.
oh, and then your computer's locked, and they're like, pay me fucking 20 Bitcoin, or we're gonna fucking delete all your files and do this and that.
No, we're just expose where you live
Yeah, that too.
and your child porn that you
Yeah.
Yeah, or some
from
shit.
our database.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that we put on your computer.
They'll put it on your computer and then
Yeah.
call the cops
Yeah.
or some scary shit. So
That's
yeah,
just scary though, man.
but I've always wanted to try it just to see what's up. Nothing's really bad gonna happen. You're not gonna click it and you're gonna be seeing like some
I've
dude.
heard some other stories, man.
You're gonna click a link and you're gonna end up on a red room and some dude's getting his head cut off or something.
That's what I was about to say.
That's probably not
Yeah.
gonna happen. It's very rare.
Very rare.
Only like less than 1% of the dark web's like that. The rest is just
How do we know that? Though?
because
You know
I've
what I
sing
mean?
dudes go on the dark web like
That doesn't
for a
mean
living,
that there's
bro.
less than 1%. Maybe he just doesn't have the access to those URLs.
Yeah.
It's just he's been on shit. Oh, you can visit like North Korean websites. That's kind of crazy.
I just heard shit about people getting murdered, and the man, he's like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And a dude popped up on his screen.
No,
And he tried to shut his shit down, bro. He shut off his whole computer and
It's
everything.
fake, it's fake.
He unplugged all of his shit, bro, for like a week.
Yeah, there's red rooms. You can hire a hitman. They say
That's
know.
crazy.
10 G's, 10 Bitcoin.
That's crazy.
Hire a hitman. All that shit's
This
fake.
guy just has a website.
It's there, but it's not there. It's not like in plain sight. You understand? Like it's most of the internet of that side of the internet is just scams. Like Russian people trying to scam you or whatever. Not just Russian people, not to attack you guys, just like anyone trying to scam you. So
But I mean, also all the world secrets are on there though.
Yeah.
Potentially, yeah. Yeah.
Area 51.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Maybe somewhere.
Aliens.
I don't think it's on the dark web. I don't think the Americans
Who
put it
killed
on.
Tupac?
Potentially. Who killed Tupac?
Oh, did man see that they figured out the Zodiac's message the other day?
The killer?
Which message?
The one that was like unsolvable.
Oh, there was an unsolved one.
Yeah, there was an unsolved one. I should have like pulled it up. Let me pull it up quick. But yeah, they found or they deciphered it basically.
So the Zodiac killer is the whole mystery is left unsolved.
Yeah,
right.
I seen a show on Discovery or something like a last year or whatever. They did like some new series where they bring new evidence to the case or whatever.
They're still trying to solve that.
I watched like a couple of them, and it's like they basically came up with like a new I don't know if it was a new suspect or it was just like they found like some evidence from like a library or something.
Does anyone remember when that happened?
The 60s?
The killer, the 60s? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to confirm, would the dude even be alive?
No, he's dead.
He's dead?
Yeah, I think he's dead for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
they
there's
think
no
they
way.
knew who it was, but
And
they
he
just, like,
died.
The guy in the movie, the Zodiac, the main suspect, Arthur Lee, he when he died, and they said in the end of the movie when he died in prison, the phone, like the messages and phone calls to the guy in the Jake Gyllenhaal in the movie, like they stopped. So
Yeah, they suspected it was him.
yeah, but yeah.
So yeah, I mean, they'll never really know if the person's
But he was
dead.
they know for sure he was at least 30 or 40 in the 60s. So
Oh,
you know.
he's definitely
he's
dead.
just gone. Yeah,
He's definitely dead.
gone.
So there's no way of really knowing. They can
Yeah.
get enough concrete evidence to kind of be like, yeah, it probably was him. We can't prove it 100%, I guess.
So apparently there were 4 letters that were unsolved this whole time since then, and then they've solved 2. But this is the most recent one that they solved. And this is creepy. So if you're listening to this at night in your car alone or early in the morning, put something else on
Yeah, just switch
Skip
over.
ahead.
or skip ahead a little.
Yeah, listen to-
We're not going to talk about this for too long. So
Yeah, go listen to like another pod.
yeah.
Extra gravy.
So it says, and it's kind of smart how the letter is. So I'll just read it to you, and I'll tell you after. So it says, I hope you're having lots of fun in trying to catch me. That wasn't me on the TV show, which brings up a point about me. I am not afraid of the gas chamber because it will send me to paradise. All the sooner because I now have enough slaves to work for me, where everyone else has nothing when they reach paradise. So they are afraid of death. I am not afraid because I know that my new life will be an easy one in paradise. Death.
Whoa.
Very morbid.
Jesus Christ.
But it's kind of smart because he broke up the sentences all weird. That's why I was kind of reading it wrongish because it's kind of just all put together kind of weird. And he did a lot of spelling mistakes to throw off authorities. So they would think that when they deciphered certain parts of the message that it was one thing, but it really wasn't.
Right.
Okay.
So that's why it took them so long to actually decipher the message, which is actually pretty smart. They kept saying the guy's a genius. Like,
So they're like, he wouldn't have made a spelling mistake.
yeah,
Right?
so they thought.
It must mean something.
But I remember in the movie
Right.
too that he was making spelling mistakes.
Yeah.
So they said that too.
They
That
said
he
that
made
as
it
well.
on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah. They're saying like because you wouldn't expect him to make a spelling mistake, but they kind of figured over time, oh, these are spelling mistakes, and they're definitely on purpose for whatever reason, and they spell it the same thing. So it's the way paradise is spelt is para and dice, like rolling dice.
Yeah.
So you would think to see something else, but it's not.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting, but that's just really creepy to think that it took them so long to figure out a message like this, and it's not concrete evidence for anything.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't help.
It's just
it doesn't
a
help with
message.
anything. Yeah.
That's
It's
it.
literally it's not useful. Like
Yeah.
None of it's
unless,
useful.
Unless I guess the whole intent
It's useful
was,
in deciphering stuff, I guess.
yeah. It like hopefully it'll help with the other one that they
Crazy.
have unsolved.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And yeah, just deciphering.
It's just one of those cases that'll never get solved. I don't think
Yeah.
it will. Just
Yeah.
It definitely doesn't help when the person, most likely the person that did it is dead.
And the people who
can't ask
like
them.
knew about it too.
And the people and all the witnesses are potentially gone as well.
Yeah.
So there's not much you could do from there. I mean, you could just speculate and say, yeah, it probably was him, but can't 100% confirm, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So
It was before like we knew what serial killers were, so it's
60s, right? Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
really
it's just new to
interesting
them.
it's just interesting that they imagine what it would be like to like experience that, you know, in that moment and be like, who's this guy? Like, yeah, I guess they knew about like mass murderers, but like now we know so intuitively like what a serial killer is, you know.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to catch them now that we understand them.
Yeah.
Even watching, if you go back and watch that movie, they treated that whole thing like it was quarantine. Like,
Yeah.
they're telling people this is what time you can go outside. These are places that are open. Like, this man's just killing whoever, and we don't know who. So
It's crazy. There's so many maybe we've talked about this before, I can't remember, but there's so many serial killers right now out there living
yeah,
regular lives because I believe, I don't know the number, but there are a lot of serial killers like in the US right now that are alive and well and living, and they're not in jail. Like potential thousand or so serial killers, maybe more. Just chilling,
and that's just
living
life,
their
though.
life. They're your neighbor. You
Yeah,
work with
they're
them.
the guy you're like, yo, this guy's sick.
You
They're
work
me.
with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, they're you. Literally, they're about as chill as you.
Yeah, they're like, yo,
You
this
know?
guy's sick.
I always feel so
there's a
bad
lot of
for
them.
the like parents and like siblings
When they find out,
yeah, when they you know, when they show like movies or even like documentaries, when they interview the mom, and it's
Yeah.
usually, you know, obviously
they're usually in denial of some sort.
No, they're just like they had no idea.
Yeah,
Like,
or
you
they
know,
have-
there are some
they-
of the ones where you're like, okay, yeah, they had something to do with it. But I mean, you know, we probably don't.
Most of them don't
get
know.
interviewed.
Most
Yeah.
of them never
There's
suspect
the ones
it.
who are just like so innocent, like the Unabomber's parents are just like normal ass people, and his brother was the one who turned him in. Because
Yeah.
he was like seeing all this shit, and I can't remember what clue it was, but he had to make that decision where he's like, "Fuck, I gotta turn this guy in." Like,
Yeah, and that's hard, yo.
yeah, I gotta
That's
turn
hard
my
to
bro in. Like, yeah, like,
He's sick, yo.
yeah,
He's a sick. He's sick, yo.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of them, and yeah, the family rarely knows what's going on. Sometimes they're in denial. You know, how
Yeah.
could my son or whatever do this?
Yeah,
But yeah,
it just is what it is, man.
it is what it is.
That's why it's like you got to think about life sometimes, man. You walk around the world, the city, for example. You walk around at night. You walk around during day, and all you can do is just trust that the person that you're walking past is not gonna murder you. Or
yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. We
that's
just
it.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Literally.
because like at the end, this gonna sound super fucked, super scary. I mean, we're all animals essentially, and we're all human, and
Yeah.
and a motherfucker could snap, bro.
And think about
Motherfucker
animals.
just-
That's the scariest thing about animals.
People snap.
is that they are unpredictable because they're animals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
An animal could leave you alone if it wanted to, or it could just eat your head because it wants to.
Yeah, we just have long time of social conditioning where we've become kind of more okay. We have laws in place
Yeah.
that prevent us from doing crazy shit. But that shit could end. Like there could be a moment where someone doesn't care about all that shit.
Yeah.
and they just snap.
Yeah, because that's
It
how it
happens
is.
all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that happens because I remember watching those shows on fucking like A&E and shit of like kid murderers and whatnot, and there's a lot of them are just like, I just wanted to try it. Like, I just wanted to know what it was like to kill somebody, or I just wanted to see what it was like to bash someone's head open.
yeah. Like
And it's
you hear
my
story-
mom was just around.
Holy fuck.
at the
Yeah.
moment.
You
Yeah.
hear stories of people just little things that piss them off, and they snap and they fucking shoot a guy or whatever.
Yep.
You know, because he fucking I don't know, was in my way or
Yeah, literally.
or whatever.
Stupid
you
shit
know,
like that.
Said some shit to me I didn't like.
Even
know?
even like I remember there was that shooting downtown in like the Chinatown area, and I equate that to these same type of feelings. It was this guy, like these guys went over to a group of other dudes and they asked them for directions, and then they walked off, and the guy started shooting at him, and that's just because he just felt like it.
It's crazy.
That's it. You could ask for directions and get shot up for asking for directions.
Yeah.
He was just asking the guy, "Yo, where's a good spot to party at?" And he's dead now. Or he's not dead. His friends are dead. I believe he's paralyzed. Something
Jesus
like that.
Christ.
And yeah, it's just wild. But anyways, enough of the death talks, because again, this is you're either listening to this in your car alone in the morning or night, and
Bro, someone could be walking down the street and
right now
by themselves
and they're just
listening
like,
to this.
"Fuck,
Yo,
shit."
and there's a buck tea next to them right now.
Yeah, that's just the reality of the world.
I
Yo.
mean,
Just take
yeah,
that in. That's why, like, I sometimes, like, not sometimes, all the time, like, I feel for like women and what they have to go through on a regular basis.
They get it like twice as hard.
Yeah, because like
in
we
those
don't fully
situations.
understand this guy. Because I'm just like, yeah, I'll beat that guy's ass.
Yeah.
Like, whatever, you know.
But like, yeah, when you're
But yeah, girls they go through shit differently, and that's why I feel for them. Because before I never used to understand it. I was just like, whatever, like just deal with that. You know?
Yeah.
But now I understand it. Like getting older,
they're like a little more defenseless in a way.
yeah, if you will, and so it has nothing to do with. Well, yeah, it has to do with strength.
Yeah,
a
but
bit. But at the same time, it
like
also just has to do
targeting,
with.
too.
that doesn't
It's
mean
like-
a bunch of large percentage of dudes kick my ass too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like, yeah, you're gonna.
It's just
feel
thinking
probably
thinking
less
about that situation and
yeah.
how many times like women have to go through that. I'm trying to stop saying females. Women go through that.
safe. You could say female. It's a word.
It's a word.
It's a real word.
I'm just
It's not a slur.
but people are going off about the female word now.
I don't
so
know. I'm not on that. I'm not.
He's not on that right
I'm
now.
not on that
Until
right
somebody attacks Ian, he's not gonna be on it. you know?
Female. What?
I get it because it's the context that people use it in.
Yeah.
It's like
We don't
we
use it-
on Twitter too much where it's like females do this and females.
Females
Do
We
that.
don't
guys,
use it in a
females.
positive
Yeah.
Okay.
manner.
Okay.
I say you're a fucking female or some shit like that.
Oh
you
God,
know?
no,
It's
no,
like the
no,
N-word.
no. No. This is people. You could use any word in a weird way in a way. you
Yeah,
know?
exactly. That's why
You
words
know?
don't matter, but
Yeah. It's a word, and
it's the
there's
context.
nothing wrong about it. Just
Yeah.
the way you say it.
Yeah,
is
it's the way you
wrong.
say it and how you say it.
Yeah. Okay.
But that's why I completely understand a lot of the time where women are coming from when they say, yeah, dudes are fucking creepy, because they are. There's fucking creepy dudes out there, and like even as guys, we know creepy dudes, you know.
Yeah.
And I think, fuck, what's that guy doing on his downtime when I'm not around, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I mean, if I'm walking around alone at night and some guy starts doing some weird shit or like, you know, calling me over or whatever, I'm like, if I was a woman, like, what would I be doing right now? You know, like,
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be
All
me.
girls can do is call somebody
Yeah.
else.
because there's a, you know, like
Or
there's the
run.
guys where it's like it's a guy who's like smaller than you, so it's like he's not calling you
Yeah.
over to beat you up.
Yeah,
you know?
not like I feel like 80% of the time I could definitely beat.
Yeah, exactly.
stranger's ass.
Yeah, yeah. It's usually not the case in
Yeah.
that situation, right? That's why that's the problem. It's never like, yeah, like guys aren't just calling girls over so they can beat them up, you know? Like,
Yeah.
No, and guys are not usually calling girls over to do something like whatever. Just ask them
Yeah,
for directions
exactly,
or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Unless it's something creepy.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, respect you women. You guys are brave.
and I wish we could live in a world where like everybody could walk around.
Yeah,
and
you know,
whatever,
like, I
and
don't know
any time
why
of
that has
day
to be a
with them.
luxury.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
yeah.
I don't think it'll ever.
It won't happen.
It won't.
but,
It
yeah.
won't
There's
happen.
no way of. Yeah.
Because again, it's just about trusting people, you know. And
Yeah.
There's only so much trust that you could have for people, and like we were just saying, people are going to be having a bad day. People are just going to want to try shit one day, and they're going to be thinking about trying this thing for so long, they're just going to end up doing it, you know. So
That's it. That's why I don't trust anybody. Like,
Yeah.
especially when I'm walking alone and somebody else is walking alone, I don't trust them. Like,
yeah, exactly.
if somebody's in a group, you're like, all right, like depending on the group, you know, like.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm alone and somebody else is alone, just the best thing to do is just be like, yo, this person has nothing for me.
Yeah.
They could be your best friend, but it doesn't matter.
Nothing. Yeah. Like even if I'm walking alone with a woman on the street, like even just coming down in this area, I'll try to keep as far away as I can from her,
Yeah.
just so I'm just like, let me just.
So you don't freak her out?
Yeah, so I don't figure out, because I'm like, I don't need you calling your man and he pulls up with a strap or whatever. I don't know who this.
Yeah.
I don't know who he is.
That's the other thing too that annoys. Yeah, it's not annoying, but it's like when you
I'm
get off the
different. I'm
bus
not
and
very
like
threatening.
somebody,
Yeah, you get off the bus. It's always a
this
classic.
this person's gonna walk the exact same direction as me, and,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
like, come on, like,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't. As a guy, I don't see myself as very threatening. So maybe I don't feel the same way.
But people,
Not that
yeah,
you
but
guys
people,
are threatening in any way.
but people see you as threatening because they don't know who the
Me?
fuck
Exactly,
you are. Yeah,
Me, I'm like 5'5" and white.
yeah.
doesn't matter if you're wearing
The white
a
ones
hoodie
are
and a
scary.
hat. White people scare me the most. Yeah,
Yeah, real shit.
realistically, yeah.
Real shit.
eh?
Yeah, man.
Fuck.
White people actually scare me the most.
Really?
Yeah, the movies did it to you guys.
Holy shit!
Like, I'd rather see almost anything in the dark
I never thought about that.
Facts.
before a white person.
Yeah.
I never thought about that. Yo.
No, yeah, you guys are scary, bro.
Shit.
Especially in the dark, yo. Because it's just the contrast of the dark,
Yeah.
and then your skin. You're just like, whoa.
Don't say we're back.
Yeah, we're not back. So yeah, that paranormal talk was getting a little wild, but if you haven't watched Paranormal Activity, guys, definitely get into it. You can check out the whole series. Why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think number 3 is my favorite.
It'd be sick to do like a movie marathon, like all the paranormal movies at like Morningside Cineplex, you know?
That'd be sick.
That'd be sick. You
be
guys,
sick.
Because the thing about horror movies is like you gotta watch it in a theater that's
You
like
have
pop.
to.
That's probably like Morningside. That's probably the best feature of Morningside theaters.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like a theater. It feels like
Yeah.
you're just at a Mandem's house
With the
watching.
gang, yeah. Everybody's
the
there.
man with the biggest TV. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
Everyone's there.
it's all like one level, and it's
Yeah.
like usually there's. I swear to God, I haven't. When I go there, I don't see more than like 20 people.
Yeah.
It's never busy.
It's rarely ever busy there.
Rarely, unless it's like a super hot movie. It just came out maybe
Yeah.
on a Saturday.
You could double feature.
Yeah.
Basically anytime you want. I don't think I've ever had somebody come in and check the tickets. Maybe like if we ever watch one of like the Marvel movies or something.
Yeah,
but
yeah, exactly.
Any given, even like busy days, like if you go on like a Sunday daytime, people aren't checking the tickets and shit.
I hate to say it, man, but if Cineplex is gonna close a branch, it would be that one, bro. Like that one's gonna go.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
That one's gonna go. Like
That's the
you
one
know, that
theater with the
makes-
cheap prices still.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's gonna go because it probably makes the least amount of money
Yeah.
in the area, and talked about it before how fuck Cineplex is right now. So
Yeah.
I'm surprised. I wouldn't be surprised when the lease comes up, but they're gone.
I've had most of
be
my
honest.
favorite movie moments though at that theater.
Yeah.
Morningside Theater, definitely.
Yeah.
What was the guy's name that worked there all the time that passed? James. or
James.
James.
I
I think it was
yeah.
James.
Yeah.
James.
R.I.P. James, bro. That guy was real as fuck, yo. He was a legend
Yeah.
in the area and to Cineplex just because you were a kid growing up. Basically, he ripped all your tickets. Basically,
Yeah.
a
He
good
existed,
majority of them from
before
most
memes,
of your life.
before Mans even talked about
Yeah.
it. Like, this wasn't a thing that when we were in school, we were like, yo, that didn't happen until maybe like high school when I think there was a Facebook group.
Yeah,
of,
there was
like,
a
the
Facebook
man who
group
ripped
for
the
him.
tickets.
For him, yeah.
That was, I think, the first time that anybody was like, yo, you know that guy too?
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, obviously everybody knows him because we all see him there, but it's
Legend.
like, it's crazy that, yeah, we never talked about it. It's just like, you just know him. You just see
You
him
just
there.
know him.
Because he
You
was
know
literally
James.
always there. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think, yeah, I
Brandon,
think,
yeah.
I don't
You
think
don't
I
take it in until he's gone.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You're like,
But no,
shit.
well, we took it in when he was there, but it was when we started taking it in more when that Facebook group was made. Because
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
oh fuck, it's not just us that sees this dude.
Yeah.
like, and has like the relationship with him, if you will. You
Yeah.
know?
A lot of people did.
So many people that are just living in the area. It's
A lot of people were sad about that.
Yeah.
He got like news coverage and everything.
And like, I don't know if anybody else talked to him. Like, the only interaction you'd have with him is when you hand him the ticket and
Yeah.
you'd be like
Yeah.
theater or whatever
theater
to your
Thanks,
right,
bro.
to your left, to your right. But you're like, yo, you just felt good about that interaction.
Yeah, it was always there was just something good about him that you just
Yeah.
felt like, yo, this guy's sick. Like,
Yeah.
you
You know,
fuck
when you
with
go
him.
to Scarborough Town, it's like a fucking kid.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
It's a
yeah, yeah.
fucking
Rip your-
attitude.
They rip the ticket and it
Bitch.
fucks it up and like, yeah, they don't know where to point you and shit and like,
Yeah, yeah.
Don't worry,
Oh, they're not
y'all.
even paying attention to you.
Yeah.
You
They're, just
already
like-
know robots are gonna be doing that later.
they're smacking
Facts.
gum in your
Like,
face and handing you your
It's
ticket.
crazy how they haven't designed a machine that you just put the ticket in and it spits out a ripped version or whatever. Some
yeah,
shit.
that's crazy. We can
Like,
buy we can
that's-
buy our tickets
Yeah.
from the booth, but we can't
Yeah.
you can't like verify it or like
Yeah.
scan
I
it.
think it's more for like age and
Yeah, true,
making
true.
sure people aren't
Maybe.
going in too early there to fuck and shit
Facts,
like
facts.
that.
Maybe, yeah.
Because like if you go to a Cineplex at Scarborough Town Center now, they only have like one person up front and the rest of it's just computers beside them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm not trying to take away from people's jobs or anything.
But that's
But,
the future of your job.
But realistically, they will very, it's
You
very
gotta know, yeah.
Yeah, you
easy.
got to know. We've had this conversation.
we can't be feeling bad about it.
I can't feel bad.
Yeah,
You got to know what you got yourself
You're
into.
gonna be a ticket ripper for. I mean, no disrespect to like James, but like he was living in a time when that was possible.
when that was okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
James was probably
and he was the best.
And he
at
wasn't
it.
he wasn't making. I'm sure he wasn't making bank or anything
Yeah.
like that.
No.
There's a difference when you're a legend. You know,
Exactly.
you're gonna stick it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knew at a certain point what he was doing. He was creating a legacy. He
Yeah,
wasn't just- it wasn't
that's
just
the
a job.
difference. Yeah, yeah, exactly. And forever, he's timeless.
When he
now.
seen that Facebook group, he was like, "Yeah, I know. I knew.
Yeah, he's
I
like,
knew
this
was
is what I
happening."
planned.
Yeah,
the fact that he was able to take such a technically a mediocre job and make a legacy out of it is pretty impressive.
Exactly. That's
pretty impressive.
That's
bro.
what legends are made of.
yeah.
And that's power. Yo, if you're doing that and you have like what people would call a crappy job, power to you, bro.
Legend, man.
Power to you,
R.I.P.
bro.
James.
In
Power
a
to
time
you.
when you couldn't actually make money off that, because now
Yeah.
you know if he got famous now, he would have had a TikTok.
He would have had a
and-
TikTok and
Yeah.
Instagram account
Yeah.
where he's
Oh.
dancing with Will Smith,
Yeah.
and ripping tickets together.
He'd be on Ellen.
Yeah, he'd be on Ellen. Oh my God, if we could have at least gotten him on Ellen before he
know.
passed, oh, that'd be sick. But then now people don't fuck with Ellen like
Yo,
that.
that guy
anymore.
Yeah.
needed a manager, bro. He needed a manager.
Damn, we
Some
should have
guy
talked to him sooner.
Yo.
Yo, you got something going on here, man. We see the
should've
Facebook
seen
group
it,
popping
yeah.
up.
We
just
we,
see the-
we
we
didn't see. We understood he was a legend, but we just respected him.
Yeah.
As a
Bro,
legend. We didn't try to
TikTok would
capitalize.
eat his, like, it would just be so sick.
We could have gotten a good 10%.
If the fucking
bro.
dude drinking the cranberry skateboarding could be famous,
Yeah, man.
fucking James could have been famous for
That's what I'm
sure.
saying,
Bro.
for
That
sure,
guy was
man.
on No Jumper and everything.
Yeah.
Stupid.
That's
I was fucking watching a bit of the interview.
I fucked with that guy.
Yeah.
The fucking the juice dude.
Yeah,
Because that's just a cool vibe.
yeah.
This is just.
A little too much.
It just makes me question my choices in life when
Yeah.
you drank juice on a longboard and now you're able to buy a house and
You're-
live a life kind of.
3 million followers. You're on No Jumper. You're good.
And it's more fame that he's getting rather than money, but still it's to know that he's been able to kind of
Got a lot of ocean spray.
capital.
Do you know how many times I've been drinking something like
And I'm
aloe?
just like, I
and
could
I'm
drink
yo,
this
why-
forever.
I wish, and I wish a man gave me an aloe truck.
Yeah.
Like, how did like the man has an ocean spray fucking whip now? Like, that's crazy.
That's crazy. Fucking cranberry juice.
We
is
were
nuts,
just
man.
talking about we want weed tea like and
Yeah.
weed shit. Imagine
Yeah.
having like a weed truck, like
Just
a weed sponsored truck, bro.
oh
Like,
my God.
Guys, we will literally review your products.
Yeah.
Send it to us
On
for
the
free.
pod.
We'll review it on the pod, bro.
On the pod.
And I'll even cut it up and make that its own video on YouTube.
We'll get a sesh going for the we'll do a
should do like a brand package. We do like a
Yeah.
review on the pod, and
Yeah.
you do like an ad for them, or like like
Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
a promo. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Guys,
Bro,
we could do this.
there's lots of products.
2021 is gonna be crazy, man. COVID and everything. Oh, vaccines out.
Yep.
People
Vaccines
allegedly
coming through.
the vaccines coming through, looking a little sus. But we're gonna let you guys that are taking it for the first round go for it.
Yeah.
I want to see what happens to you in a year or so. What you're looking like.
Can't wait to see Obama, fucking Bush, and Clinton live on TV just turn into zombies.
Exactly.
So I'm guessing you guys are not gonna take it.
No, I'm not taking it.
All right. I might take
Ian
it.
is.
So I'm gonna.
Just let me know
turn
when you
into a
take it, so I
zombie.
know when to not come to your house anymore. Because that's the last time I'm coming to your house.
Why do you think? Come on, man.
I'm not doing it because
stop
I'm gonna
with
be in
it.
the house with you, your mother, and your father.
They're all taking it.
And I have no problem killing any of you guys. I'm just saying, I
Bro,
prefer.
bro, if
I
I was
prefer
a
not to
zombie-
get blood on my
If
hands.
I was a zombie, how would you kill me? I'm just wondering.
How would I kill you?
Yeah.
It depends how you're coming at me.
Yeah, that's facts.
First of all, you would kill me.
Yeah,
100% you.
I'm the guy in the group that someone's bit. I'm sorry, but
That's
you're
the guy
dead.
in the movie. That's the guy in the movie where you're like, yeah, like obviously you
That's the
gotta
guy you want.
gotta get to
Yeah.
work.
friend,
Because
yeah.
you always have the people that are just questioning it. No, we can't yet. No. What do you fucking mean?
No,
we
we
saw
can
this
save-
happen 100 times.
Yeah, we can save them. I mean, you probably
here.
can save
I'm like,
them.
the only
but
thing I would
not
do
now.
for you is if you just got bit, I'm cutting off that limb for you.
Yeah, facts.
Fast.
Okay.
But if you're already
I'll
in
do
the
that.
shits, like if I'm coming to your house and I say, yo, Ian, I'm at the door, and you come and open the door and you're a zombie, I'm beating your ass.
Shit, yo.
I'm pushing you down the stairs.
Punching a zombie in the face.
I'm literally pushing you down your stairs, and I'm probably jumping on your head. From the top of the stairs down.
That's crazy.
Shit.
And that's just to make it quick for you.
Gonna squish my head.
I'll probably beat the shit out of your parents on a whole nother, like a whole nother level. But like, yeah, like, I don't know. Just let me know you take that shit so I can just stop coming by. Like, that way at least I know.
I mean, I plan on taking it when I'm allowed to. So maybe in the next
I
6
wouldn't.
months.
I don't think I'll go out of my way for it. Like if it's like flu shot, like when you
You're like,
go
oh,
to the
you didn't- you
doctors
wanna
and they're
get
like,
the
you want
vaccine
it,
today?
and it's like and at that point like we know what
It will
does
be
and shit, then I'd be like,
accessible.
yeah, sure, I'll grab it, but I'm not gonna like line up for it.
True. It will be accessible. You can probably be able to go to the pharmacy and get it done here at some point.
I mean,
So-
unless because you need 70% of people need to take it or whatever. It's like if not enough people are taking it, then it'd be like, and it's
Yeah,
safe.
yo, contribute
then,
to
like,
society, bro.
then
Take
fine,
it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to contribute to the society that lives after all you guys are dead, and
Not taking the vaccine.
turned into the undead.
I don't understand everyone's fear of the vaccine. No other vaccines have gone wrong. I can't think of
Did
one.
you not see the what's it called?
So don't bring up a movie.
The people, what are they getting? The people are getting the droopy faces off the vaccine, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Listen. I get it.
What's it called?
So there's a side effect with every drug. Okay, so there's a
I
potential.
don't want to look like that. Is that what I'm gonna have to look like just to not worry about COVID?
I don't think you're. I think you'll be fine, dude.
And you hear yourself just now?
There's a chance of anything.
You think I'll
There's
be
a chance.
fine?
What do you mean the droopy face, bro? I don't know what you're talking from COVID. The COVID test.
I don't think it's not that like it's not vaccines and like the conspiracy aspect of it. It's like it's just if reality were ever turned into some kind of situation where zombies would happen, this would be the setting. This would be the setup for it.
It's not gonna happen.
But like if it were to, because like
They're
when
turning all our nurses and doctors into zombies, bro. Because they're the ones getting it first. They're gonna wipe out our medical force right now.
They don't give a fuck about
That's what's
us.
happening. Well, the number one mans are getting it. No one's keeping us alive. If all the doctors and nurses get wiped out, then what? And politicians, then we're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who are the people getting it first?
No, but see, the thing is
So-
like, like I don't trust pharmaceutical companies, right? And then like the politicians doing it and saying like, the politicians are obviously only using it as like political gain and whatever. Like,
Yeah, it's very controversial that they're getting
Yeah.
it first,
Yeah.
by the way. But
it's like I
families.
I trust that they're just making the vaccine because they need to do it, but it's also like you can't like we go back to you just can't trust people's motivations. Like we can like we talked about animals and stuff, but like this lawfulness that we have created, you want to trust people who are in government positions and in hospital positions and things like that, but you can't, and it's like they're conscious of what they're doing, whereas like people like animals and people who just break down and snap, it's like they just lost it for a second, but these guys are like they're planning this shit, and if they do want to fucking turn all the doctors and shit into zombies, that's something that they would do. Like that, like if they are plotting that deeply, I don't know, they could be. People are plotting that deeply for sure. People want that much power.
let's just take away the whole zombie narrative. That's very unlikely and very cinematic. But
Until it happens.
and not zombies. Yeah, it doesn't need to be
But
zombies in the way that we know. They could just die straight up.
We can hypothesize. I mean, no one's died yet, from what I understand.
Yeah,
a lot of people have already gotten it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been seeing bare people taking their selfies.
Hundreds of people, thousands of people have already gotten it.
They're getting their COVID
Unless it's just a slow
vaccine.
delay, like we're talking, you're gonna die in 3 weeks.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna take the thing and you're gonna act out immediately or within a couple of days. I think it's gonna take a few months for that shit to sit in your body.
Now, there's the whole hypothesis or whatever of like the chip or some sort of brain control. This is a crazy conspiracy.
I don't think it's that crazy.
We have talked about this, and like it is
not
inevitable.
that crazy.
The brain chip is inevitable. Like that's being made, and that's going to happen.
I don't think now would be the time to do it.
No, yeah.
So I don't think that's the case.
I don't think it's now, but at least they're gonna try to get in the software into our bodies. They're gonna start it up now, like you know what I mean. Like let's get some tech in them right now.
Every vaccine, they're just gonna throw a little piece in there.
Yeah,
you
you got all of a sudden you got a fucking SSD.
You got a USB-C slot.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck? What did I grow on the back of my neck, bro? It's just a USB 3 port.
Regardless of you getting the vaccine or not, you're gonna need people to get it to end this shit.
Yeah,
because the government is not making any moves.
That's cool.
That's just how the way it is. So
that's cool.
No, and then this conspiracy aspect.
If you want to be the 25% that doesn't need it,
it's not just about this vaccine. It's not just about this disease. It's about just their operations in general. It's like if this one goes well and everything, and we stop the spread and stuff, but there's going to be another pandemic.
Vaccine is the only way of doing it, because other than that, then you have to live with it, like the flu, but like it's way more dangerous and more contagious, and you just gotta live with it. So those are your options, essentially. Now, luckily, you only need 25% to not take it. So if you want to be in that 25%, power to you.
Sick.
But just remember that 75% of the mans are taking a risk for society.
Cool.
Just letting you know.
I don't give a fuck. Go ahead and take that risk, yo. That's like that stupid ass. Oh, when you jump off a bridge if your friend did it. If 75% of the world is jumping off a bridge, doesn't mean I'm gonna jump off a bridge.
Ultimately, people our age don't necessarily need to take it.
That's the thing too. Is
Or
there's
one
no
of the
there's no
last
real
people that need
responsibility
it.
on us. Yeah.
We're one of the last people that need it.
Yeah.
Anyone under 25, my bad. Anyone under 30, probably doesn't need to take it.
That's what they're
If
saying
healthy,
right now.
If they're healthy.
That's what I'm gonna say right now.
If they're healthy, don't have like crazy asthma or
By the end of 2021.
cancer.
Matter of fact, all of you guys should just
All
have
black people.
all black people. Can you please line up in your local hood walk-in clinics and please get the vaccine?
Well, there's actually I'm just gonna say it, in America, the black community is being affected really heavily by COVID.
Yeah, of course.
And that may or may not be because just current the way the jobs work there, where maybe you guys are more in a blue collar, so you're more susceptible to it.
No, it's just
and potentially
poor neighborhood.
Yeah, just in general.
Statistics,
Yeah.
poor neighborhoods and immigrant neighborhoods.
where you
They
have
have
people
less
squished
information,
together.
less money. More
Yeah.
space. Less space together,
Less-
spaced out.
maybe you live in bigger households and all that. So,
That's just a fact. That's
Yeah.
always going to be a fact.
yeah, and probably just take the vaccine. Probably a better idea. Everyone should.
Go for it, man.
Not
cool.
everyone. The people who need it need to take it first, and then we'll see how.
I alluded to this last week, and I hate to be this guy because I'm not necessarily this guy, but I could see where these things are taking us as a society. Everything's going online. It's easier to get your groceries and your food delivered to you.
Yep.
The government could just tell you to stay home when they want.
Yep.
You're just following rules.
The thing is just you don't want to be the guy when it's
They're getting us
When
a
shit hits the fan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I don't want to be you.
Why?
I don't want to be you when shit hits the fan.
What am I doing?
Because you'll either be a zombie
You want to be the guy who takes the vaccine.
or chipped up. Chips with the dip.
Shut up, man.
You know what I mean?
No.
Or something else. Or locked in. While there's a war for our freedom going on outside. And me and the 25% of us that didn't take this shit have to fight this war now. Because the rest of you 75% decided to jump off that fucking bridge because you thought it was the right thing to do. So you're going to need 25% of us not to make sure things stay in order.
Imagine you just take the chip and it's just mass suicide. We all kill ourselves.
But that's what they're going to be able to do, Ian.
That's crazy.
That's what they're going to be able to do. They're going to just be...
Yeah, right.
You know what? Fuck it. You know what? Everybody in the world needs to
Hope we don't get demonetized on YouTube. This is all not misinformation. Please do not.
Just don't
demonetize us.
keyword anything
Okay.
We're not even monetized yet. Did we do the AdSense shit yet?
No, but when you say COVID, you get demonetized instantly. Apparently.
Oh, well.
COVID.
Oh yeah, whatever. It is what it is. But think about that. You see, they're already blocking the word COVID.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying, all this shit. By the end of next year, we're gonna be able to do our health card, SIM card, passport, all this type of shit, basically all online. Mm-hmm. So you no longer have to go to places because they've learned from COVID that they should start switching a lot more things to online.
Yeah.
There's just certain things that you got to think about.
Man, I just don't want to wear a mask for another fucking year.
I understand.
That's my problem with all
Me
this.
neither.
Yo, but when these days when it's fucking cold, yo,
The mask
comes in.
Yeah,
yo.
the
The mask comes
Yeah.
in because you're breathing on your face.
Yeah.
Keeping that shit warm.
The mask in the winter is kind of sick. Actually, it's like the one thing you never really thought about wearing
Yeah.
in the winter.
So
But
Another thing, kind of unrelated. It's kind of related, but I was thinking about just and we're kind of related to Alien Worlds as well. That show we were watching, a couple weeks ago. But I was thinking, will we ever be able to stop heart attacks or heart failure from happening? We'll be able to cure that in a sense. Because that's one of the only. There are a few things like that where it's just you can't. There are no there are some things that you can do to prevent or reduce your chances of getting one.
Heart attacks are very
can
natural.
you can you just stop it from because it can happen to anyone at any
any
time.
animal.
I can
heart
give you
attacks,
guys an answer. There will be a point, yes.
Yeah.
I believe so. Yes.
And it's gonna have to be through an injection one day.
Well, we already saw in Alien Worlds that one super advanced civilization.
Yeah, I mean,
that doesn't even need their bodies anymore.
Yeah, see, that's the point.
They're just
like,
hooked up to a.
Is it going to be a point where it's like, we're not human in the sense that we don't have we don't have like 8 bodies.
I don't think it'll stop at that. I think our first stop at it will definitely be nanobots. Because they'll just take care of you inside all the fucking time. That they're gonna have to inject in you.
Yeah. So yeah, it won't be something where it's like, a baby is born by natural processes,
And
And like that's the other thing is like, we're
gonna have some Matrix shit going on.
Yeah,
natural birth.
You're gonna be in a pool of fucking.
How long do you think that's gonna last?
Not long.
I don't know.
It's still gonna be around in our lifetimes.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Again, like I honestly think the way that tech is moving in our kids' lifetimes, most likely they're gonna see more fucking weird births and
Genetically, what do you call it? Yeah, that
Matrix births and shit like that.
Matrix births.
Yeah, we're
we can
pool.
we can already they can do some crazy shit. They can pick the hair color, the eye color, I think they can do like gender,
really,
height, and like.
Did you hear this creepy dude? He wants
so you can pick.
Serena Williams, I believe, and LeBron James to. He wants to get their DNA and create a baby because he thinks it would be one of the most
like athletic,
most crazy
I don't know if
creations.
Does genetics work like that?
That's what they want to do.
Yao Ming was a genetic experiment.
Yeah, Yao Ming. I was
What?
about to say, yeah.
The
Yao
Chinese
Ming.
government, they
planned Yao Ming.
Nah, don't tell me the Chinese made.
They
pulled
got
it
the
up on
tallest man
Google.
and the tallest woman in China.
This is online right now. You can Google that right now.
That's fucked, man. That's a fucked
worked.
up communist shit, man. What?
Yeah,
It worked.
Yeah, there's a doc. I haven't watched it. I think it's pretty
What?
good though. Like he was raised like as a lab experiment basically.
What the fuck?
To be like the Chinese basketball machine, like.
And it worked.
That's some crazy shit like the North Koreans would do, bro.
But the fucked up thing is, it worked. He was one of the best basketball players.
Chinese
for,
basketball players ever.
No, he was one of the best basketball
one of the
players.
best basketball players.
Like
Not
for a
even-
little time, like a year and a half before his knees blew out. Like he was incredible. Like it's kind of scary.
It worked.
Yeah,
It's just real.
It worked.
But that's why, like,
So what? So back to that point. So you take LeBron James and Serena Williams' DNA, and then you clone them, and you have these clones of the same two most athletic people. So of this generation, to make a sports team.
no, he wants them to essentially fuck or get his cum and put it in her somehow.
Do you not think those two, if were paid a lot, would do that though?
1,000%.
So why not?
I would if I was
Someone's
LeBron.
gotta fund
but
that.
it would have to be close to the trillions at least.
You know
This
what
is
I
my
mean?
semen.
And just have his wife sign off on it and get it done.
His wife. My wife doesn't have to sign off on none of this.
Well, she's gonna know he's fucking her.
Nobody's fucking.
Oh,
could
just take. Right.
Take my nut.
My bad.
Take my nut. Or
Right, I forgot they don't actually have to do that.
yeah, I'll
Right,
but I
right,
want to
right,
jizz into something. I want to jizz into like if we're doing like trillions, almost close to trillions of dollars, like make it like a gold flask or
Why so much?
something
Trillion?
for my semen as LeBron James.
Why are you? Come on.
Who is this guy? This guy's not even thinking.
This man said LeBron James has $1 trillion semen. Trillion? You understand? No one has $1 trillion. Like no one.
I don't care. Okay, I don't want to get into this topic, but how much do you say LeBron's semen is worth?
You think it's $1 trillion?
I would say close to a trill. Close to a trillion. You have to think about his
Guys
own
on the live,
net
dude.
worth. You have to think about his own net worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gonna be
that, yo.
more paid than he's gotten in the NBA. Because this is privacy.
Okay, I understand that. Trillion, you're inflating, but just for the sake
I'm
of
inflating
for
the
this-
trillion because
for the sake of
it's
the,
LeBron James.
The example, let's say a lot of money. Yeah.
I don't know. This is. Am I crazy? Like does this not make sense?
I mean, like-
how much are you paying for your? I would say close. Okay, maybe I'm
Unrelated,
snapping
but
with
kinda
close to the
related. I just
trillions.
want to
Go for it.
look up for the most expensive horse semen because horse semen is like a fucking
Yeah.
A lot,
commodity.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. I know it would be a lot of
A
money.
gallon of gold medal winning big star semen is worth 4.7 million.
Okay, so you're gonna try to
Wow.
tell me LeBron James, one of the top athletes ever,
Yeah.
one of the athletes that has been able to continue his career for so long,
Yeah.
and just get a chip last year. He just won a chip.
Yeah.
That's another at least mil.
Yo, you hear that?
The chips equal another a couple mil.
You hear that, ladies? This guy's claiming, yo, if you get to sleep with LeBron, just steal that
These
condom.
girls are sleeping with LeBron.
Steal that condom.
We're not gonna throw LeBron under the bus like that.
Steal that condom.
He's
You're a
got the
trillionaire.
NDAs for that. And
Yeah.
nobody needs to talk.
But no,
about
this is the thing. Girls can't even steal that condom
Why not?
because that shit is. He's taking it. He probably eats it or some shit. Like, he tries to make sure there is definitely no nut being entered into you, and he takes it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Washes it down with some water or Gatorade.
I would love. I know it's never gonna come out, but I would love to hear the extreme lengths that LeBron has gone through in his career to like. Just
cover up.
a little bit of just show me a little bit of the process because I know that it's probably one of the most intricate systems ever designed.
It has to be. You see how Drake moves around in public
To get away with like doing that stuff.
Because see, the thing with Drake is like Drake. I know Drake's super tight with his shit too, but
Yeah.
people come out with the rumors and stuff.
Well, he slipped up. We already know
comes
that.
out on LeBron. Like nobody comes out.
Yeah.
Drake slipped up. We already
Drake
know
slipped
that.
up, but he kept that on raps and he kept it on raps so good that you guys thought Pusha T's diss was good. I'm saying that. I'm calling it right now. He was willing to take the risk. He's like, you know what? Pusha could have this because I've kept the shit on raps so good for so long. The shit was under wraps for almost a year.
Yeah.
I knew about it from academics, like a while before that.
Is it because there was rumor of him hanging around with a kid or whatever? How
No,
did
it
that
wasn't
get
even.
caught?
No, she was like pregnant or some shit. This was like it was already confirmed, like a year, almost a year
I
before.
think I heard something about that.
That. Yeah, like Drake's gonna be having a kid. Like,
but the news was so.
he kept that. He was able to keep that so low for so long. Nobody took it in, but a handful of people like myself and a few others took that shit in that we've known. So then you hear this Pusha T diss.
People wrote
Everyone's
off
like, "Oh
his-
my God, Drake, you're trying to hide your child," and he's like, "Not really. You guys kind of already knew. You just didn't take it in."
Yeah. Well, people were so used to fake news being a thing that probably just brushed it off.
I don't know.
Right?
Yeah, and I think that's how Drake handled it. It's just like he knows how many rumors and shit come out where it's just like this is just gonna be another rumor that people.
Yeah, and you can't
gonna
even really
take it, no,
confirm that
yeah.
child until it's born, anyways.
Yeah.
so it's fine.
Maybe Drake and his team are very good at brushing off news, like making it seem like it's not real.
1,000%.
Because a lot of artists are always wrapped up in scandals. I don't know how it always happens.
This is the main
know what I
thing.
mean?
As
Like-
a creative or anybody that's just in a position where you're in the public eye, you just need to know how to fucking move and handle yourself and handle your business and all that shit. And Drake's team is able to do that wonderfully 90% of the time, most of the time. Like that's just how it is. But back to LeBron Seaman.
Drake's a very private. Yeah, Drake's a very private person
Yeah.
and has been
Yeah.
his whole career.
Yeah.
For the most part.
The only thing you know about is who he's potentially dating.
Potentially, those kind of
Like you don't even see people don't take this in. You rarely see Drake smoke a spliff. People don't
That's
see
true.
that, and that's because of what he does. He's thumping back the loud all the fucking time.
It's actually so true.
Exactly.
And
You only see him with shisha.
There was a minute where I literally thought Drake didn't smoke weed.
Yeah,
I'm sure he does.
He does, yeah.
It's never been part of his image to do drugs.
exactly.
Which
He's
is
never had to, but you'll hear it in his songs.
He doesn't even rap about drugs.
He raps about the taking a Molly and all that shit like that. But
Occasionally,
but you
but
don't.
it's
Yeah,
not-
you don't hear it as much as everybody.
It's
else,
not really
obviously.
an important aspect of his music.
Exactly, yeah.
It might be 1-2 bar. It's never been an important aspect of his music. Talking about drugs.
Yeah.
Because that's clearly not really like the center of his life.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
I'll say, a lot of rappers, drugs are the center of their life.
Yeah, because that's all
they
can
get
afford.
up.
That's all they can afford.
That's all
Good
they,
drugs.
Well, and they get up and do drugs, and they go to sleep, and then they get up and do drugs, and that's
Yeah.
actually their life. Aside from making the music, is drugs and the music. A lot of rappers that's literally their life.
Yeah.
On the road, and they just do drugs and then make music.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, man. Just you just gotta take in these things. You start noticing. You gotta notice the things that people aren't showing you as well,
yeah,
and that's one of them. For example, Drake's out here doing what he has to do. He just keeps it low, on the low lows, because he's worth a lot of fucking money, and he can't have people tarnishing his image over nonsense. It's that simple, you know. And that's how I feel. Everybody should just move in life, just overall. But hey, people are ignorant. They don't get it. But it's okay.
I feel that.
How much you paying for LeBron Seaman then? Like realistically,
What the fuck am I gonna do with LeBron Seaman?
whatever you want. I don't. I
Like,
don't need to know. I'm trying to make a sale.
realistically, I just fucking.
I'm trying to make a sale. I don't want to know.
I would just flip it. I mean, I'm not gonna do anything with it.
How much would you buy it for?
I would sell it on eBay.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I don't know.
Give me a
Bro,
number.
like, what the fuck? I'm gonna sell it to that dude who's trying to clone motherfuckers.
Okay, cool. So, but
Cool.
how much do you think you could sell it to him for?
Buy it from him? Or
No, sell it to him.
sell it to the
If you had
scientist?
LeBron semen in a golden flask, vial, whatever, tube, cup,
$500 million.
$500 million?
Yeah. 500 million. I think that's fair.
How much money has LeBron made in his NBA career?
More than that.
If it's not I think you have to pay
But
more
you
than
gotta
what he's
think
paid.
about, and I'm thinking about this really logically. I mean, just because you have his semen doesn't mean you're going to create another LeBron. Realistically, genetics doesn't work like that exactly. You're not creating a clone from semen.
I don't think we're not trying
know,
to create a clone.
everyone's
We're
different.
trying to create the ultimate athlete.
You know, you might
with Serena.
LeBron's. Well, I guess there is proof of. I mean, is LeBron's son as athletic as him?
LeBron's son is looking like he's going to be in the NBA.
Is he going to be the next LeBron? As good as LeBron? Though?
We don't think so, but it doesn't matter.
So that doesn't mean his son would be.
Are you basing the sale price of this all on that information?
There's a lot of risk.
But you're trying to think about. Okay, so think about it like this: the guy that you're selling the semen to already has Serena. Serena's ready. Serena's ready. She's like,
Okay, now
I'm
you
down
mix it,
to bear the
You
child.
mix it with Serena.
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like it's gonna be an ugly kid. By the way,
We don't care about looks. We're talking about the athlete.
well, the kid ain't gonna be a model.
Where can we push this? Where can we put this child?
The kid's gonna be a tank.
Yeah, that's the point. They want to see an athlete. That's what I'm saying. Close to $1 billion, or sorry, close to $1 trillion. But now I'm thinking about it. I was a little wild. I would pay maybe. I would probably sell the semen or buy the semen.
Remember,
for
being an athlete is also part of that is social conditioning, whatever, like growing up around sports. So you have to add the parenting aspect into it.
$3 billion, maybe $2 billion.
Probably.
I think that's fair.
You're assuming that child is going to make that at least more than that in their lifetime if you're investing in the semen.
I don't think so. I don't think it's about making that money back. It's for science.
Now, with my idea of this is super, I don't know if this is an inhumane conversation, but the idea of cloning them all and making a team.
I don't
Or
know.
just-
Cloning, that's
or-
weird. I'm not into cloning.
That's fucked up, right?
That's your vaccine talk.
Yeah, that's like some.
That's for the real
like
scientists.
communist, like crazy talk, you know.
Yeah, fucking Osborne.
No offense to the communists, but
Fucking whatever they're.
yeah,
Peter
but
Parker.
like
Spider-Man.
like some Nazi shit because they do that. I swear.
Yeah,
they
that's
did.
just weird.
I swear they did that.
Yeah,
I swear they were
definitely.
cloning people.
Yeah, that's what they're doing to black people.
What?
Shit, Ian has to learn, bro.
They were cloning.
You ever watch X-Men? Have you?
Where do you get your facts, bro? X-Men?
Have you ever watched X-Men?
No, not exactly. The movies?
Movies, TV show?
Honestly, that's the one Marvel I haven't watched.
Watch it.
X-Men is based on well, all Marvel shit is based. All fucking comic books are based on World War I and II.
Yeah, a lot of it is based on Nazi
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. Like even Captain America is based on World War II, right?
yeah.
Yeah, but that's just obvious.
But that's when it was written.
Yeah,
or a little bit after that.
That's just obvious.
But also,
that's
yeah, no,
kind
but
of
like
their
Magneto
experience.
was part of. He was like in the Holocaust. I think he was like a
Okay.
Jewish orphan or
Jesus
something.
Christ.
Yeah.
Okay. True.
I'm just saying, check out X-Men. It's
Anyways.
it's about racism,
Oh yeah.
If you will.
I've heard about that. Yeah, I've heard that.
because it's about
Analysis.
mutants against humans and their mutants' rights and this and that. Magneto is kind of seen as your Malcolm X, and Professor X is your
Yeah, I've seen that. I've read that.
your Martin
comparison.
Luther.
Yeah.
I've heard about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do some research, but it's that's what it's kind of about. And that shit used to happen during the Holocaust. They were doing tests on black people a lot of the time. I shouldn't even say that just the Holocaust, but over time there has been tests done on black people because we are athletic and all this shit. So
Yeah, I've heard about that as
yeah,
well.
so it's very interesting just to think about in your free time about racism, cloning, LeBron
No,
semen,
seriously, yeah, no, it's real.
and shit.
LeBron
like that.
semen is a joke, but I mean, there would be value to it because
These are the conversations that really need to be going
if you
on.
have the ability to create another athlete that is very profitable from it, I don't see why there wouldn't be a value to it.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
Like this shit's going on now.
if you can probably sell LeBron's dirty socks for money.
Think
You
about
can
all the
probably
girls-
sell his semen for a lot more.
Think about all the girls that just want a mixed kid. That's just happening. They just want a mixed kid, so they just date black dudes
That's
or
stupid.
brown dudes. That's what they want. They just want a mixed child.
Is that like racist?
It's a little weird.
It's a little weird, right?
It's really weird. It's like fetishizing,
That's kind of
culture.
racist. It's kind of racist.
which is definitely racist. But
yeah.
it's happening. This is real life. It happens day to day.
Yeah.
Mixed kids. Some of those mixed kids were definitely planned by somebody there, and not in a loving way. They want to have the ultimate child.
They want to have a Chris Brown or something, minus the whole.
Whoa.
My
chill.
bad. My bad. Just someone.
No, you want to have it. Let's say a Drake. There you go.
A Drake. Bad example.
You want to have a nice little light skin who's talented, who could be athletic. You know what I mean? But is also talented and creative, funny.
That is Chris Brown.
What? Creative.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Brown's a talented individual.
Yeah.
Very creative. One of the best in pop and R&B today.
Facts.
This guy's trying to avoid this beating up conversation. Why'd you even bring him up?
I didn't mean to. We were talking about Chris Brown in the car before here, and it just came to mind because you mentioned light-skinned individuals, so I thought of Chris Brown like right away. He was just in my mind.
I was
floating
talking
around in
about
my
how
mind.
Chris Brown, if anybody's ever noticed this in his music videos or any music videos he's featured in, he wakes up a lot.
Someone needs to pull up a
So
compilation
people
of
think
that
he's
later.
a time traveler or he's part of the Rick and Morty universe. Because if you actually just genuinely watch a lot of his music videos, you think back to the one where it's old times. You remember what's that track called? Back in the day, one of his first singles, I think it was like the second or third one, where they're like in like the 60s or some shit like that, and they're like dancing around.
Yeah.
He woke up there. That I told you that Little Dicky video.
The Little Dicky video, yeah.
He woke up.
He woke up.
Little Dicky was him, but he was still in the video.
Waking up is just such an easy way to start something.
Yeah, man.
So maybe they're just not creative.
Yeah. Oh, and I was gonna say this. I was gonna say
Because
this
they
as
keep
well.
doing it.
2021. I think we already said this, but I can't remember, so I'm just gonna say it one more time. Lost Nostalgia is focusing on simple music videos, please.
Oh, we could talk about that for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like a couple minutes.
Yeah.
We have come to the conclusion that simple, and when I mean simple, I mean one location, potentially like even just a couple shots would, if you can pull it off, would be sick. But just very simple videos for artists that are starting out, and we're talking artists that you have less than 100,000 monthly streams, and you're not signed, and you have less than like 2 videos out. You should have a very simple video, just simply outlining something visually to see your fucking face, something that's visually appealing, and something that doesn't have too many moving parts, right? That just like kind of gives you an overview of who you are and kind of the song, right? Something very simple, and that's all you need
Yeah.
as an artist starting out. Because when you have a budget that's likely going to be very low, we're talking in the single thousands. It's very easy to pull off a video that's simple like that. And I think for what you're going to spend, you have the best chance of getting a good video when it's simple rather than trying to do something complicated. I think it's just a better move overall.
Yeah. And people think that their ideas are simple,
Yeah.
but they're not.
They're not. They're not simple. There's so many elements to shooting a video that and like I get it. Like it's kind of, it's not your, if you're an artist or a manager, you might not be thinking about that kind of stuff because that's not what you do. But I think it might be our responsibility to tell them how it is.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna have to start doing. I'm definitely
in a nice way.
Yeah, I think that's the approach I'm gonna start going to. I'm also thinking I'm gonna chill a little bit on directing 2021. I just want to chill a little bit.
Really?
But either way,
Really?
yeah, I just want to just chill because I feel like I've been doing so many videos that haven't really been my idea or what I really actually want to do. That it's just time for me to just chill on that for a little bit, edit some more, and do the videos that I actually want to do. So like if I am directing a video, it's because somebody's been like, or they've agreed to my idea, or they just said, yo, I want any idea. Because I have so many ideas that I just haven't done.
Yeah, lately.
That are just simple.
Lately, we've been getting artists that come to us with already kind of thought out video, which there's a lot of times where I'm almost just like, I don't want to do any of that. Yeah. Like I want to go completely left field and do something completely different because I wasn't even thinking about that, or I've already done that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, or that video already exists.
that video kind
so
of
many times.
That video kind of already exists, to be honest. Like,
not to throw shade or anything, but most people's ideas are they've seen it somewhere else, and they don't even know that they've seen it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And even us, like, I'm not saying we pull the most original ideas out of our ass.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I think we try. Our goal
is to keep it
try
different,
and make it slightly different than anything else. Whether that is taking other elements from other videos and combining them, but a lot of people will hit us up with very not simple ideas that are not really original and not necessary realistically, because you don't need all these scenes. You don't need all these different vibes.
You don't need a narrative.
Like, I mean, people don't realize the effort that it costs to do dialogue in a music video versus and they think that, you know, you could do like a little 30-second sketch or whatever in the beginning, or
it takes forever. It's gonna take half the day to do
a little
that.
interlude or whatever. No, that shit takes forever. Like
that shit takes longer because I have to set up each shot. I have to make sure your acting's on point.
I got to make sure the continuity's on point.
The sound.
It takes longer. It actually makes the video process a lot longer.
Yeah.
People don't realize that, like, if there's no narration or dialogue, you don't need to worry about sound in a music video, and that's one of the best parts of a music video. Is you can fucking just focus on the visuals.
Not worrying about sound is so nice.
Yeah,
it makes music videos a lot easier.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, just like you said, I think you said this off the pod that there's some artists that are gonna just understand this and others are not.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to either tell it to them or just say no to the project in general.
Yeah. And I think that's personally for me. So like if a job ever does come up where it's like maybe you're already working on something or whatever, and I have the opportunity to shoot it, I might turn it down simply because it's like they want to do something that I've already seen before. You know what I mean? And if I've already given them my idea and they say they're not with it, then I'm like, all right, well, I'm blessed. Like, I'll suggest.
We don't have to say yes to everything.
You can shoot with Charlton Visuals.
Jeez.
I'm not. This is not me dissing.
Oh, okay.
I know you're taking it that way, but you can shoot with these guys because they might actually do that. You know what I mean? And I feel like those guys are so much more in tune with maybe that world more than I am.
They might be more flexible than us.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Like shoot with Charlton Visuals.
Bro, we'll
shoot with who is that? What the two? What was that two?
Yeah, this is totally out of love. Like we're saying, like if a project doesn't fit our needs,
then
we will point you in the direction
of
another shooter.
Exactly, yeah.
That might be down to do this.
Yeah.
Not as a diss, just like dead ass. Like we're trying to help you. Here, go here.
Yeah,
This
go here
guy
because
will do
you'll get the video that you want.
Yeah.
And it'll look like what you want.
Yeah.
You know, and because I feel like a lot of the time people approach us and they either want one of two things. They want something they've already seen before. They want a fucking Playboy Cardi video,
or they
in our style, or they want Kevin's music video or some type of Kevin music video, but they don't have the budget or the understanding.
Yeah.
And they kind of lose that idea after a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want a Kevin video.
Yeah, a lot of the time people want Kevin videos. They'll be like, oh, I saw this. And I'm like, okay, sick. They hit us with a budget. Obviously, it's not going to work. But we're down to possibly make it work.
Sam Priest not working on it.
And then it turns into this whole whole narrative. It turns into this whole different type of thing that it just was not originally. And then I'm there editing just a regular music video at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know?
See, it's things like that. It's like, how do you communicate that in a clear and simple way? Like music, like my music videos, collaborations between Kevin A and Lost in Nostalgia aren't just, they don't just come up.
Yeah, they don't just happen.
Yeah, we do make them in like a day or whatever, but
That's planning.
And yeah, we come up with the idea sometimes in a day, but it's years of talking about, hey, it would be cool if we did this. Hey, it'd be cool if we did that.
Yeah.
That's all we do in life is we take ideas that we've talked about for years and years.
Yeah.
And
when the opportunity arises,
we're like, all right, here it is. We just have a bank of things, and it's like,
yeah.
It's those lines of communication that we have specifically with our dynamic that just make those ideas come up, because we have so many things that we can throw together, and we can, like, we know that we're gonna get it done. Whereas, like, when you if you're just approaching a company like Lost in Nostalgia and like you don't know them that well, or even if you do know them, it's still, there isn't that, like, it's not the same process, and it won't be the same process. But Yeah, it's like, how do you explain to them? And then that's the other thing too. It's like, okay, yeah, so you can't get that like, one-to-one treatment, because obviously that's not the dynamic that you're gonna have with that we have. But like,
Yeah.
but then they go on the other side, and then they try to treat it like it's like a client relationship where it's like, okay, I'm gonna tell you what I want and you're gonna deliver that. But that's not how you guys operate either. It's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
it's like you guys want
It's weird.
to have your input too, like not just input, like you want to create the idea too. But it's like, I can get that, how that can be confusing for artists, because that's the environment or the rules that they were brought up with. It's like, okay, yeah, when you want a music video, either you tell them what they want, or it's like, okay, yeah, we're paying. Yeah, like, up and coming artists, they wouldn't even know what it would be like to work with like a director X or anything. So it's like, they wouldn't know what it would be like to come to somebody.
And let me tell you, you're not telling Director X what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're,
Don't think. I don't even think Drake came to him with the idea of like Hotline Bling, for example.
Yeah.
No.
Drake wasn't like, yeah, bro, I want to be dancing on the platform. Like,
No,
Drake did not think of anything you saw in Hotline Bling.
Those ideas came out from the idea of a director.
Yeah.
Director who is seasoned, who's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? God's Plan might have been Drake's idea. That's kind of out of Director X's element. But
That was Karina, wasn't it?
sorry, it was Karina, yes.
Yeah.
But that might have been Drake's idea.
It might have been Drake's idea.
To be honest,
but-
or a collaboration of both. But not every video would be. But you know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, yeah, if you're gonna get to the level of like a big artist, signed artist, you're gonna be put in a position where you're with a creative team that's gonna create a video for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're gonna have your input as an artist, but it's like a two-way street. Like, you're gonna have a director who's gonna come up with an idea, and then the management is gonna like delegate with how they want to be represented.
Yeah, which
But-
is fine. Yeah, when it's
Yeah.
like representation of the artist, or like
That's different.
branding, or like the messaging
Yeah,
makes sense.
that's
with
all
the
I need,
branding.
really. I just need a mission statement of what the fuck you're trying to accomplish with this video.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I could build a treatment around it. I don't need you to tell me like, I want this scene and this scene. I want to be in this loft with this girl, and the colors are this.
See, because when they
Then what the fuck is
when
my
they
job?
start planning,
Yeah.
no, and then also when they start
Exactly.
planning that, it's like they don't know the feasibility of those things.
Yeah.
That's your job. That your job
Exactly.
is to figure out what you can actually do.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they don't like anybody can just come up with ideas, but it's like the people who are actually executing them, they're the ones who actually should be the ones to put them together, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I feel like as an artist, you should check out other people's music videos, but check out like more. I want to say underground or indie dudes, just because you'll see the difference. Like, you could see a lot of fucking quality music videos from somebody that's underground that represents them so much more than bigger acts.
Can you give any examples right now?
I think I told you about this guy. I don't know if I told Kevin. This guy named I don't know if it's Gene Dawson or Jean Dawson.
Okay.
This guy right now, to me personally, he has some of the best visuals that are out right now.
Yeah.
Him and his team, small group of people. They're like us. Once again, it's us. So this is, if we're gonna put this as an example, this is if Kevin were to drop music and somebody random in America saw it and was like, yeah, they're shouting him out now. That's what it is, literally. Self-funded,
Yeah.
not signed, great fucking music videos, cool ideas,
Yeah.
no narrative. Then they're not necessarily, I don't want to say they're simple, but you can tell, when I watch the music videos, I could break down pretty much everything that they've done. So he's a great example.
I always like to use Daniel Caesar as an example.
Daniel Caesar's a good example. If you watch his
R&B.
music videos, it's really simple stuff, guys. What was that last one he did with Coffee, the cyanide one?
And
It's just them walking in Jamaica or some shit.
yeah, they had to
With
fly
a horse.
They had to fly Jamaica, and that was most of their budget. But like, you were talking about like Daniel Caesar, like one of the bigger Canadian R&B acts here, and probably North America in general. Dude has access to big budgets now, and he's still doing simple videos.
Yeah, exactly. Because
But that's the problem too, is though, like that can be deceptive.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, he's doing simple music videos and he's a big name artist. Like, those music videos do still cost like money, you know?
Yeah,
It
that's
costs
also
money, yeah.
deceptive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He's like doing simple concepts that like, yeah, a lot of money still being spent. Why?
And that-
Because
yeah.
the team is getting paid nice. And,
Yeah.
and
It's-
they have
I get you. It's a different type of
going
scenario.
out. They're
Yeah.
flying everyone out to Kingston.
Like, you gotta
Yeah.
sometimes you have to like understand the difference in simplicity. Like,
Yeah.
videos can be simple, but you have to kind of understand how they can be like they can look simple,
Yeah.
but the execution is
Can
what
still
matters.
be very expensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very true. That's very true. It's really hard to understand when you're not in that world. But I think as an artist, I think the best.
Like for example, like, you know, a simple video of just like a one shot where somebody's just throwing bare money around, right? Like, yeah, it could look sick if you're throwing fake money around, but the fact that you're throwing real money around might be the thing that makes it the thing that looks amazing.
You don't know what it's shot on. It could have been shot on an RE
exactly
with a Russian arm on a camera. That's $30,000 of rent.
Yeah.
Just to do a shot down the street, bro.
Exactly.
And I gotta get the permit for the Toronto to block down.
That's
Queen,
the thing too. You
Queen
don't know
Street.
if they were just waiting for, you know, the street to be empty like us, or if they got a permit, or if this is a studio, or if it's CGI.
Yeah. Like there's so
screen,
many
like
fucking things. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's this is a conversation we should have on Clubhouse one day.
Yeah,
we should
definitely.
talk to other people about
That's
this.
true, yeah.
It's a good
like schooling artists about like what actually goes into music video, like looking at music videos and be like, okay, this is how much this costs.
I think it's a good understanding for even artists and their management to understand what things cost roughly and
the type of artist you are too. I think I think like there's some artists who don't need to rely on music videos in the way that other artists do. Like there are some artists whose music videos are the standout for them, and then there's some who's like,
you actually don't need music videos. Not every
that's the
artist
thing too.
needs music videos.
Because when you think about it, like if you're not somebody who cares about like having a solid repertoire of music videos and visuals for your branding, then just focus on the music. Like it doesn't matter that much. Because at the end of the day, all it is I was looking at like some YouTube videos the other day of like music videos of people like artists who've been popping, like Savannah Ray and shit like that. I'm like, they're not getting like crazy YouTube views, but their streaming numbers are
they don't have crazy videos either.
Yeah, exactly. Because
you know what I mean?
They're not breaking their bank to make these music.
And
they're nice, but it's like they're not like making Kendrick Lamar videos, even though they might have access to that,
Mm-hmm.
because it's like it's not a solid use of investment and resources, you know.
And then the contrast to that, you have someone like Wiz MC who's done a lot of videos.
Yeah.
Right. At a lower budget until recently.
Wiz is one of those guys where he's a great example of somebody that you can watch his whole come up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you could see the different quality of videos that he was making. You can see when he had a little bit more money.
He doesn't delete everything either.
Yeah, I know.
A lot of artists delete their old shit.
You can see when he had a little bit of money to spend on a video. You can see when he had no money. You can see when it was just like a collab.
Yeah.
When they just decided to do it one day. Like, and now you see him now and he has way bigger budgets than he was getting before.
Yeah.
So that's what I was going to say too. One of our simplest videos that we've done was, again, the one that you directed for him, just the fucking pink backdrop.
Both of them.
Even
the one before.
The first one is mad simple too, but I was gonna say that the second one was even more simple in my eyes personally.
Yeah.
Just because we're just one location,
Yeah.
it was kind of diverse, so we could have used it in so many different ways.
I designed it that way.
And we just fuck it, let's just put up the pink backdrop. This is gonna be our main thing. It's just a photo shoot. And they kind of just start vibing with each other during the photo shoot.
Yeah.
Like, that's the fucking video. And there's videos like that look the best, come out quick. And for me, especially if I'm the editor, I catch a nice, quick vibe. One of the last moments that I had where I felt like I was in focus, just to bring it full circle, was that video.
Yeah.
Just editing that video on the other Wiz video that we did. Just complete vibes. Because I crushed those in a day on my MacBook Air.
You know everything was done right when the editor puts it into Premiere and they lay out all the clips and they're like, yo, this is easy.
Yeah,
Bro,
exactly.
I don't even have to think about this. This goes here. I know what Eden was thinking. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Done.
All they have to do is, this is kind of what I'm looking for the video. I'm like, okay, sick, I got it. And I crushed both of those videos. I had basically a fine cut. I didn't have to do a rough cut for either of those videos. I had that in a day, not even.
Yeah, and I know everything was done right when that happened.
Yeah, and when you send it to the client, they're like, yo, this is hard. Like
first off,
can you just change the one shot? Just because I looked weird in it?
Also, Wiz was not a picky person.
Yeah.
Working with him, he's very... Yeah, he was very, he's not... picky.
If he fucks with it, he's just like, yeah, it's cool. We're done.
Like, he doesn't nitpick too much.
Yeah, he's not too stressed about, oh, we need extra this, we need extra that. Oh, do we have any more B-roll of this? He's just like, okay, this is what we got. This is looking good. Like, just take out this one part where my face looks weird, and we can go on this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, perfect.
Cool.
Yeah, locations are definitely something people don't think about either. Because when I watch big
Locations
artists, like
could
whatever,
ruin
like
a
an
video.
Ariana Grande video or whatever.
Yeah.
And you see like 4 locations, 4 outfit changes. Fucking, you're like, okay, this took like 2 weeks to shoot, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's like it's
Exactly.
a movie shoot.
Yeah.
And people don't realize that because it's just like, and some of them it's like one shot, one location, and it's like the last 20 seconds of the clip or whatever. You know.
Yeah.
How much time we got here? We're probably gonna
figured-
wrap up the pod, eh?
Let's cut it right here. Yeah, I always feel weird saying color online because I know I spell it different from other people that are just.
And
like,
then
oh,
you're like exposing your Canadian.
Yeah, and I'm just like, so sometimes I'll spell it the other way just to be like. You know.
When no,
Wow,
like
you're not
when
proud.
I'm
No, it's not because I'm not proud. I just don't want people knowing anything.
like
about me.
writing shit too, like because they put the red squiggly line
Yeah,
under it.
and you're just
Sometimes I'm like,
and I'm just like, am I wrong? I'm like, no, I'm Canadian.
sometimes when they autocorrect it or like just because I don't want to see it, I'm just like, yeah, fuck it, it's
Yeah.
whatever. I'll just take
Yeah.
the O out. I don't care.
Anyways, we ran out of fucking video memory, so we're doing this audio only at the end. Please enjoy whatever photos on the screen if you're on YouTube.
Should be LeBron holding a glass of milk
If that doesn't exist,
with Ian handing him cash.
I really hope. You know, we're gonna get the intern to edit that.
The
The
intern.
intern to create that.
Yo, interns, man, we still need interns. We've had a few submissions. Still looking for more though. We're probably not gonna choose anybody until the new year, probably sometime in January. So keep sending them in. If you're not getting a reply from us, it's simply because we're just waiting on more people. But yeah, looking for interns for the podcast, looking for interns for Lost in Nostalgia. You might be able to get your hands on some wave shit as well, or just just somebody that's just down to live the life of one of the I can't say the name right now, but one of the umbrella people,
Yeah, that name's on the lows.
Yeah, we got to keep that on the low right now. But if you want to be like you can still work your way into being part of this family. That's
It's cult.
like you can still work your way into this, like, and be an actual part of this, and not just an intern. So, if you're interested, hit us up. Let us know what's popping. But yeah, we're out of fucking space on the card. We had a nice long discussions today. Make sure you guys get your Clubhouses. We might go on Clubhouse and have a conversation about that whole music video topic there in the near future.
Yeah, we're gonna be coming up with some different topics we can. Talk
I
about
feel
on
like
Clubhouse.
like when you mentioned that, I feel like there is a way for Clubhouse to kind of that would how we were saying it is hard to have these conversations about music videos and things like that. I feel like Clubhouse might be a way to do that.
Yeah,
to
and
those
actually have a
conversations.
conversation.
Yeah.
Back and forth with people.
Because we can do it on the pod, we can say, yeah, you're an idiot if you think that you can get a music video, a nice music video for whatever budget or whatever. But like, I think it's a lot more productive when people hear it and they have their questions and you tell them like, no, this is what, or you show them a music video and be like, this is how much this costs. This is how much this costs.
Yeah, the whole point of the app is to educate, I believe, as of now. So we want to be part of that, and we want you guys to teach us some stuff too, of course.
Yeah.
So we're gonna probably hop on there in the future soon.
Yeah, I've been
sooner
getting some
than later.
notifications of my contacts getting on there, and I'm like, people are like, oh, you should welcome them. I'm like, no.
Yeah, no,
welcoming you yet.
it's definitely a place to start
Yeah.
having some conversation about that and other things. So hopefully, look forward to that. And any last words for tonight?
Off of Clubhouse alone, I've gotten a few more followers on like other platforms too, which is random because people want to talk to me.
Cool.
So they've been trying to invite me to their conversations, and I'm always like busy doing
On
something.
Clubhouse?
Yeah, they're trying to
Okay,
get
sick.
me into shit, and I'm just like, oh, I'm just a little too. I want to.
Yeah, because you gotta.
I'm
The
just
thing
busy,
about
that's all. It's
Clubhouse
just
is you
timing.
have to actually be available to talk on the phone for
Yeah.
fucking like 2 hours. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know. Not everyone has that time.
exactly. I got shit to do right
If it's in the
now.
middle of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah. Sorry. I wish
So-
there was a way to just like be in there, but like just text.
I get you.
There's no chat,
Yeah,
which I guess there's a benefit to that.
there's a benefit.
Less spam and shit. Mm-hmm. But I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh no, I'm interested for the future of the app though. Definitely. So again, people, if you're not on Clubhouse yet,
Yeah.
I hate to be promoting for somebody else, but fuck it, like it's a good app from what I'm seeing so far. So why not? Maybe that might finesse us into a deal or something. We might get the Clubhouse sponsorship or some shit. We might be the first podcast.
The first pod.
on
We'd be like the Joe
Clubhouse.
Budden of Clubhouse.
Yeah, we'll test it out for them. I don't know.
And then
we'll
get
see.
fucked over later.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm
I
down
don't
for
mind.
that ride.
They get
Yeah.
fucked
That's
over later.
the thing though. Like
Hey,
when
Joe Rogan, come on.
But that's the thing, like when you go into a situation like that where they don't have any previous experience and they want to use you as a test subject, you're gonna get fucked over.
Yeah, for
and you
sure.
just need to
Usually.
accept that.
Because
Usually.
either it doesn't work or it does
Yeah.
work and you don't get credit for it.
Exactly.
working, so
And that's fine. Like I don't mind being that guinea pig. Just give me
For the
my
culture,
give me
yeah.
my props for the culture. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? At least say, yeah, you guys were the first ones to.
Exactly. That's it. It's all about legacy.
Yeah,
If
thank
you
you.
take away anything from this podcast, it's about legacy.
James,
bro.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
James. His legacy will never be forgotten.
Yeah.
It's timeless, and that's what he's created, and that's all we're trying to create, a timeless
I'm sure that Facebook group still
legacy.
exists, bro.
Nostalgia.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check that when I get home. Just checking on everything. But yeah, because we're gonna end. We're gonna end the pod here. Thanks again for listening. Wave Fellowship still open if you guys want to apply for that. Writers, photographers, right?
Yep.
So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, check out Wave Art Collective, their Instagram, website's live.
The website is live.
Website. Can you just say the website for them?
WaveArtCollective.ca.
Perfect.
Fellowship applications are right there for you.
Perfect.
We got a playlist up there. We got you can learn more about us. It's a website. But it's really nice looking.
It's a really
Yeah.
nice website.
Yeah.
Though,
You're supposed to like click around and read.
Yeah. Check
Yeah.
out the website though. It's a really nice website.
what a website is.
One of the top websites of the year, definitely. Just one of the new websites that has.
That's what
come
we
out.
should do for a year and just rank. Because I don't know about albums and stuff. We should just rank like
Yeah.
random shit that.
Yeah, we should
happened
just
this year.
rank random shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every man just come next
With
week
a
with a
random
random
ranking.
top 10, like one or two of them, and then we'll have a good discussion about it.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely gonna do that. I'm gonna focus on that until next week. So
That's kind of funny.
yeah. So yeah, we'll catch you guys in the next pod. Thank you for listening. Episode 62. Enjoy the outro. Hey.